He broke his neck. He broke his neck and then did not go seek help for probably 8 to 10 hours after it happened and sat around attempting to party with all of us. I mean, he's got a scar. He was in, the rehab with all of it was big, but he ran into the sliding glass door and legit broke his neck. It was terrible. I felt so bad about it. And he's doing better now. But
what would you rather do? I feel like this might be an easy answer. What happened to him, or you run into it and break the whole thing, and now you have to pay for all that?
I'd rather just break it.
Break it.
I'd rather, because that's almost kind of cool too. Like, especially if you end up being okay. Yeah. It's like a stone cold moment. I think I would rather that than what he went through, because I think it was I think he was hurting for a while.
Yeah.
And he's much better now, but at the time, it also, like, in retrospect, I think I was kind of worried about him, and a couple people were worried about him, but there were a lot of people who are just like, oh, come on, you pussy, let's drink. We're here to party. It's New Year's Eve. So I felt bad that he was in that much pain all night long, and nobody ever realized it.
What is the most pain that you had to deal with over the days? The ear stuff? No. It would have been the thing, was it the wedding you went to where you got tapped?
That was pretty bad. But I would say the ear thing's weird because I don't ever remember, like, vivid. The recent thing was bad, but, like, my early childhood ear surgeries, like, I don't ever remember being in pain. I will say the ACL tear was pretty brutal. It was pretty brutal. So probably that, I think. I don't know. You got a horrific injury?
Not a horrific. Like, I got injured all the time playing sports. There's one time when I was, I want to say middle school age, that, like, I woke up just in excruciating pain because, like, my groin area, it was just in pain. Like, I couldn't. Like
the hog, the balls, the whole
like the sides of both of
your pubic mound?
I guess so. It's just the inner, not even the thigh, like, the inner crevice of, like, where your junk is.
What the hell?
It was just, if I opened or sat a certain way, it was in pain. I had to go to doctors for almost a whole year, and they could not figure out what it was.
What was it?
I think it was just growing a big hog.
Oh, was that what it was? It was just like, we found out that your upper pubic region just can't support the weight of your gigantic hog. Yeah. You have to start doing Kegels just to support this beast that you're swinging between your legs.
They never figured it out. It was just, and the thing that healed me, and it's funny because you said it with him, it was just, I just started going in the pool a lot, and the pain went away. And they're like, oh, okay.
What the hell? Damn. By the way, I didn't mention I've had kidney stones. That's probably that pain at its worst, the worst one I ever had, probably worse than any pain I've ever experienced.
Kidney stones, I hear, it's basically like how I was in pain in the stomach and stuff with the chip. It's just, it won't go away.
It won't go away, and it's like everywhere.
Yeah.
It is. It's by the time it's at its worst, it's like in your back and in your, it's just everywhere. I don't wish a kidney stone on my worst enemy. Senning Show, what's up?
Oh, I have a good sliding glass story.
Oh, sliding glass window story. Lay it on me.
Yes. I was in middle school. Parents were out of town. There was a bunch of us girls and guys hanging out, doing what middle school kids do. And someone thought that the door was open and literally ran from the living room through the sliding glass door to the pool, because that's where it led. Oh, God.
Is everybody okay?
He survived. He had a hell of a scar on his face. The blood was pretty traumatizing. I don't even remember how we had to call 911 parents. I think we called parents.
Oh, yeah, that's never a good thing when the emergency is so bad you have to ruin your own secret party. Thank you for the call. Yeah, that would be, like, you talked about breaking it and then just being sliced all over your body would be the worst case scenario. And just because I teased it, I know we got off on a tangent. A 21-year-old woman has revealed why she gives her parents a jaw-dropping $18,000 a month and how they have invested in her X-rated career. This girl is Skylar May. She's 21. She dropped out of school to be a nurse and now works full-time creating explicit content. But she made these decisions so that she'd be able to help her parents. She tells the New York Post that it feels amazing to be making 6 figures a month, not because she can buy fancy things, but because both of her parents have serious health issues and she can take care of anything and everything all of the time. there's the element of her parents supporting her, and they said like in the early days they would pay for her hotel rooms and pay for her electronics to be above board so she could start this whole process. Two things: how you get to a point where you find peace with your child doing this. $18,000 a month probably helps, but secondly, how every woman on planet Earth doesn't have an OnlyFans is beyond me.
It's crazy, right?
I mean, and I know that it's not for everybody, and everybody doesn't have that in them, the exhibitionist side. But I would say almost every lady on Earth is sitting on $50,000 a month if they put forth the effort of doing that as their full-time job.
Which on-air personality said he would be okay if his daughter did OnlyFans if it racked up the money?
Oh God, you heard this? I don't know. Well, you're saying daughter, so I'm trying to think who has a daughter. Is it JP? JP. Oh, yeah. See, I don't have a daughter. I don't have children, so it's hard to grasp onto those emotions. And again, the money, if she's supporting the whole family and it's become this thing where you're all kind of well off because of her, maybe that eases the pain. But specifically as there's that running joke that men always say where you're pretty much trying to keep your daughter off the pole. Like that's the thing. I would think that the OnlyFans and the porno falls into that category. So maybe if they're doing solo stuff or feet stuff or just recording like JOIs or something like that, you could find peace with it. But if it's just straight up, rando dudes coming in and plowing your sweet baby angel daughter on video, I just feel like there still has to be a haunting voice in the back of your head, even if you think you're okay with it.
Yeah, I think he had said obviously the last thing he wants is her getting,
Yeah.
But like if she was like just posting nudes and she was seeing that type of turnaround, he goes, yeah, I would, like, she's making great money. Why would I argue with that? It would suck. It wouldn't be my first choice, but I wouldn't hate it.
I think he would.
I think you would.
I think it's one thing to think about it. It's another thing to. It's one of those situations where I don't think you know the emotions that come along with it until it's happening in real time.
And I said that I was kind of like, you don't even want her to get a belly button ring right now, and she's under 18. What happens when she's over that? She's showing nudes, and your boys are commenting, be like, oh yeah,
that too,
crazy.
And especially, I mean, God forbid he ever brought it up on the air. Creepers would be searching high and low to try and find. Those pictures and videos. So yeah, that's wild. You got to support your kids in whatever they do, but I feel like some parents are pretending when their kid is in that line of work. Don't go anywhere. If you're on hold, I will take your phone calls right when we get back. Senning Show officially begins when we get back. I want to retouch on some of the festivities of the weekend. And then also, I like a food hot take. Today is a national food day. A lot of times you don't even know it, but every day is a holiday. And today, we're supposed to be celebrating one of the most beloved foods in the whole world. I'm ready to say it loud and proud, and it will offend some people, that this food item is extremely overrated. We'll get into it next as Senning Show officially kicks off.
Drink it up, use my time, 'cause there's never enough for more.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Neutral presents the Bone Summer Beach Bash, an entire weekend of everything Bone. July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Petersburg. The Mike Calta Show, JP, Senning Show, and Drew Garabo Live will be there all weekend to hang out with our Bone fam. For all the fun and details, head to theboneonline.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory. Many retailers use a computer program to tell you which mattress to buy after answering a few questions. That's not how finding the right mattress works. At OMF, our associates take the time to understand your specific needs. He'll guide you through our showroom, explain the differences between models, and help you select the right mattress. No computers, no gimmicks, just personal attention and quality mattresses built locally. Visit any showroom and experience the OMF difference for yourself.
Sig Sauer Day is back this Saturday, July 19th at Shark Coast Tactical. Sig is the leading developer of subguns, ARs, and suppressors. If you're a Sig owner or you want to become one, Shark Coast always has the best inventory around. You do not want to miss Sig Day this Saturday, July 19th. The shop is open, slinging freedom from 10 to 6 daily, closed on Sunday, but open online 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com. Shark Coast Tactical is on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Look for them on social media. Get in there for Sig Day and tell them Mike Caltasea.
Summer is here, and so is the Honda Summer Event. Wherever you plan your summer vacation, make Crown Honda your first stop and drive a new Honda Pilot, $479 per month, or a new Honda Accord Hybrid, just $329 per month. Test drive your new Honda today at Crown Honda. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
Hey, Josh, what's with all the fans? And what are you doing with our cooler? It's as hot as heck in here.
I know. The AC's out again. I'm converting our cooler into a makeshift portable AC unit.
You just ruined our new cooler. Why didn't you just call Climate Design Home Services?
I called the other guys. They can't get to us until 2 weeks from now. I'm sure they're all booked solid.
Josh, Climate Design Home Services can install AC systems typically the same day. They have licensed HVAC, electrical, and plumbing crews to take care of our entire home. And right now, we get our choice of a hot water tank up to 50 gallons or a whole home surge protector when we install an AC system. We can finance it too. Plus, they have over 1,500 five-star reviews and service the entire Suncoast region.
Okay, I'll call now. In the meantime, if you're looking for the ice, it's in the cooler.
Ugh.
Call Climate Design Home Services today and get cool air fast. Go online for offer details at climatedesign.com or call 727-295-1572.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's officially time for Zero Res's annual summer sale. Take advantage and get 15% off all cleaning services. That's 15% off carpet, air ducts, area rugs, and more. Mention my name, Galvin, to secure this deal today or book online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them. They have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. And that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
During the month of July, Renewal by Andersen of Tampa and Sarasota has a huge summer sale. You buy 4 windows or doors, you get the 5th for free. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Renewal by Andersen. Go to bestwindowsflorida.com. That's bestwindowsflorida.com. Superior products, exceptional service.
The accident wasn't your fault, so why should you be burdened with the medical bills? This is Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get overwhelmed by mounting medical bills. I'll fight to ensure that the responsible party pays what you're owed. Injured on the go? Don't wait. Visit justcallmo.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. and 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mackin.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning Stone Pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, our computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready?
Oh, wait. So we're just gonna wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
Now,
Right now.
it's Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
And I be catching them northern bite like on the 10-pound test. Smoke cess, never fast, take a guess. I be the early morning Stone Pimp.
All right. If you are just now joining us, where the hell you been? We've been here for hours. But also, welcome to Senning Show. Thank you to everybody who hung with us during JP. I know everybody's got different listening habits. They be in different places at different times. 800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media at The John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. I'm attempting to be present in the Bone YouTube chat room today. And maybe forever. So far, it's going very well.
I was going to say just today?
No, today is the trial run, but
okay.
it's going very well. I mean, the thing is, I'm looking for interaction and people that are on X, and there's just not that many people anymore. In the chat room, there's a constant flow of conversation, some of it good, some of it bad, but at least we can interact. If you got something to say that's worth anything, we can bring it up, further the conversation, whatever it may be. I want to, again, thank the Brisket Shop for a truly magnificent, magical day on Saturday. I was technically on the show with the Mike O radio show, Mike and Monica, but I was actually, factually, not on the air a lot because I was cooking, which was one of the coolest damn things ever. The first thing that I experienced while there was, I think I've had some of the food from Danny and the Brisket Shop when they've done the tailgates and things like that, but it's a much different experience when there's a buffet and you're out in the heat and you're eating like that and you're drinking to when you just have a fresh ass brisket brought to you and sliced fresh. I have no problem saying it was the best brisket I've ever eaten in my life. And the amount of love that they are putting, they do the barbecue love fest, and that's not just a fun idea. After getting to see the way that they run that operation there, it is 100% oozing with love, them and the food and everything that goes into it. And so I brought some Wild Fork provided some tri-tips and a couple thick-ass ribeyes. So I was actually back there over the pit with Danny. I was getting to load wood into the smokers. He was teaching me the whole rundown on the pit. We put some smoke on the tri-tips and the ribeyes, and then he had the Primo grill fired up on the high heat where we finished them off. If you want to see it, and I would like you to do it either way, Christina, shout out to Christina, who's in promotions, who used to be my boss when I first started here. So crazy. We were covering that when we were together because I don't get to see her. She put together an awesome reel of all the festivities at the Brisket Shop on Saturday, and you can get a sneak peek at me seasoning the meat and filling the smoker. Just go to the 1025 The Bone Instagram, throw a like on it, say something nice, say something mean, whatever you want to do, and just check out the video because it was a great time. And really, truly, between all of the meat that is being prepared and the smokers and the quality of the products. And then right next door, pretty much attached to it, is Tampa Outdoor Kitchens, where it's just this entire spread of some of the best grills you've ever seen. He's got cold plunges. They have saunas. We're talking about doing some sort of sauna cold plunge event maybe in the month of August. It is a truly magical place, and I want to thank them for being so nice to all of us and allowing me to learn a bunch and cook a bunch of food. I did bring some tri-tip for you to. What do you think about trying to bite? You have to lie to me and tell me.
Go warm it up now in the break?
I say just raw dog it. Just eat it cold.
I'm not eating no cold meat.
It's cooked. I mean, if you would take that and put that on a sandwich, it's like roast beef.
Okay.
I sliced it paper thin.
Okay.
Give it a try. And again, lie if you don't think it's good. But I will say, I cook tri-tips at home from Wild Fork all the time, and I think I'm doing very, very well. I believe in myself, and I think I'm a decent cook. But after eating the tri-tip, so we cooked one up, we sliced it up, we sliced up the ribeyes. Everybody ate on that for a little bit, and then I took an entire tri-tip home with me, and then I made some tacos out of it last night. But it's what can I say other than it's restaurant quality? I mean, the difference of that little bit of smoke and that primo grill heat really did it.
All right, here we go.
That's a thicker piece. You should have take a thinner piece. Okay. I mean, I just want you to get the proper experience. That's all. And again, remember, Diz, I lie if it's not the best thing you've ever eaten in your life. But I don't think you're going to have to lie because I had it last night and I had it this morning. There's my boy, Diz, having a bite of something nice and peaceful, not a Pocky one-chip challenge that's going to kill you. It's pretty damn good, right?
Yeah.
Really, really good. And that was the Santa Maria tri-tip from Wild Fork. So that piece came pre-seasoned, went on the smoker for a bit, finished it on the high heat, and just absolutely delicious. And that's what happens when you put high levels of love into your food.
I'm gonna definitely eat all of this tonight.
Right, good. I'm excited. I'm glad you got to try a little bit of it.
That's good flavor, brother.
It came out really, really good. And again, the brisket shop has a QR code that will be live, I think, until tomorrow, where you can scan the QR code and win a room for the Beach Bash. We had a meeting earlier today where we're kind of nailing everything down. I don't think we learned anything too crazy today. I think it's more of just everybody getting on the same page and understanding where they need to be at what time and all of the elements going into it.
That's a good point because I was sitting in the meeting and I leaned over to Corey and go, "This could have been an email."
Yeah, it probably could have been. but I think when you deal with something this big, there's always a running joke, I would say, here and even at other radio stations I've worked at where it's like, how is a communications company so bad at communicating with each other? So I think there's something to over-communicating with everybody, and it's going to be an awesome time. The shows start broadcasting with JP on Friday at 11, and that takes you all the way through Drew Garabo live, who will have Mo with him as well. And then we kick into the pig roast. People are going to be checking in. We got Matt and Zach taking the stage on Friday night. It's going to be a hell of a time. And then the late night bonfire, Saturday, pool parties all day long. Drew's going to be hosting karaoke by the pool. So many cool things. Pitbull Toddler, obviously, on Saturday night. It's going to be a spectacle. It really will. Oh, I wanted to remember the quote. I wanted to remember the quote that Gio said to me about 15 times on Saturday night. Mistakes will be made and lives will be changed forever. Put it on the commercial. Remember it because I think he's absolutely right. I think it's going to be something to behold out there.
Are you planning on doing a song for karaoke?
I've got to. I don't know. Yeah. I've been spending a lot of time thinking what song would be the perfect song, but I don't know what that would be. I know the songs that I like to sing, but I'm also known to sing a depressing song at karaoke, which I don't think that's going to be the move.
No, you got to do a Kid Rock song.
That probably would be.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a pretty solid
If you could find this song and perform that.
Oh, that would be wild.
That would be.
I don't know if it's going to be in anybody's karaoke library, and I don't know who the host of the KJ is for the event, but dude, doing the theme song would be pretty legit.
It'd make the crowd pop, I think.
That's a safe bet though. I think I probably will do some Bob Ritchie. I wanted to at least touch on, so we went out Saturday night to Side Splitters, and it was the coolest freaking night of comedy that I've experienced in a minute because they were filming Louis J. Gomez's special. So Robert Kelly was directing it. So it was cool because when you walk, you've been to Side Splitters.
Yeah.
So when you walk in, half of that whole front area was like behind a big tarped area because they had a whole production center in the building. And then just watching them, like it got started a little bit later, but a lot of that was like them getting the cameras in the right areas. And like they had to come over to Gio and somebody else. We were with James and tell them to take their hats off because they were right in the shot. And they had like a pro team on it, which could be a little tricky depending on how you distribute the special. And then Robert Kelly came out and kind of got everybody riled up. And, dude, I like Luis J. Gomez, listen to a lot of his podcasts, love him on Story Wars. I will say, honestly, I did not know how damn good he could be. I cannot wait for that special to come out because I think it will probably put him on the map in a whole new different way when it comes to stand-up. And Robert Kelly joked about the fact of maybe it'll be on Netflix, maybe it'll be on Hulu, maybe it'll just be on YouTube. So I don't know if they're going to try and shop it around, but it will be very, very exciting to see what it looks like when it comes out because the crowd was hot. They were riled up. Everybody was dying laughing, and it was just a really, really good time. I wish Side Splitters was closer because every time I go to a show, I'm just like, I got to come out here more. I do, and it's St. Pete. We've got stuff over here on this side of the bridge, but Side Splitters brings a lot of names in there, and I can make the trip. But on Saturday,
not that bad though. It's still Maybury, right?
It's not. But on a day where I'd made 2 trips across the bridge, it was that trip home on Saturday night was especially once I realized on the way there my brake light was out.
Ooh,
yeah. I'm leaving my driveway.
You fixed that
before I left?
No, have you?
No. So I'm leaving my driveway to go to Tampa. And we went to dinner, by the way. Shout out to a brand new place over there called Plate. It was amazing.
Plate?
Yeah, it was Plate. It was
what kind of food is that?
It was like a tapas place. It was Asian. It was. Okay. We had a bunch of wild stuff. It's a brand new spot. It was very good. But I'm leaving my driveway, and I get a text from my neighbor. Who goes, "Hey, I don't want to bother you, but your back tail light is out." At any time you're going to do anything, and you have to drive back from Tampa, having it out brake light is not what you're looking for.
No, man, that's the easy way to get pulled over.
Yeah, it really is. So I was on my best behavior. So
what's the dumbest reason you've gotten pulled over? Whether it was your fault or like them just pulling you over to be a-holes.
I don't know. I used to get pulled over. I don't know if it's a dumb reason, but the vehicle that I spoke of a few weeks ago when I told you about my badass Elite sticker.
Yeah.
I used to drive that, and the tint on that was stupid.
Oh,
it was
like the presidential?
It was blackout tint.
Yeah.
So I would get stopped all the time. For every time I've been stopped, there was a pretty good reason. I was I was speeding or doing something stupid. I told you the story before about the dumbest reason why things got escalated was the cop came up to me. This is in Leesburg. I was pulled over, and I pulled into the Cracker Barrel parking lot. And the cop came up. He goes, "Do you have any drugs or weapons in the car?" And I said, "No." And he eventually immediately after that told me to get out of the car.
Oh, because he saw your nunchucks.
I had my nunchucks. I had wooden nunchucks that I bought from a flea market in the back seat. He goes, "Well, you lied to me once, and I'm not going to risk it and have you lie to me again." And he pulled me out of the car, and I felt like a real criminal in that moment because he was worried that because I had nunchucks, I was
You were a threat.
Could you imagine if I actually was, and like in that moment, I'm like, "Hey, let me reach and grab my registration real quick." It just nunchuck his ass.
Isn't Bobby really good at it? Robert Kelly.
Oh, is he? Oh, I did not know that.
Chucking, as they call it.
Oh, I did not know that he was a nunchuck artist.
I'm pretty sure because you know how Pat has those videos that play in between old clips.
There's one of him
on stage, and they brought him up some nunchucks, and he goes, "I guess I'll do it." And I was expecting him to fail horribly. And I was like, yo, Michelangelo over here.
Yeah, I don't know. Sadly, I did not get too deep in the nunchuck game. I just it was just more of a mild pastime than anything else. Are you getting profiled out there in the streets?
I haven't got pulled over in a while. I'm pretty good with I don't drive fast. I don't really drive aggressive. It takes a lot to get me to get there. That's just a life I'm not part of. The dumbest reason I've got pulled over is it was even like pitch black. It was in the transition of like, okay, now we're going to evening. Sky's getting a little red, and I left like a Taco Bell, and I got pulled over because my license plate, the light above it was out, and the cop pulled me over. I'm like,
I've heard that's a notorious.
That's why you're pulling me over.
I've heard that's a notorious racial profiling move.
Probably.
Is there just because is that even the law?
I don't even know if that's the law.
Yeah, I think they just say it and hope that you're not going to question them so they can find out that you have drugs. And they can pull you out of the car and beat you.
And I did.
Yeah. You did have drugs?
Yeah.
Did they beat you?
No. They didn't catch me.
I teased it earlier, and I stand by this, and I don't know why it's taken me so long to be loud and proud about this. And I'm not saying that I haven't eaten this food and loved it. I'm not saying that there aren't recipes out there that are very, very delicious. What I am saying is that 99.9% of the time, I would prefer a baked potato. I would prefer a mashed potato. I would prefer an au gratin potato. It is National Macaroni and Cheese Day, and I am here to say that macaroni and cheese might be the most overrated, overhyped food item on planet Earth, and I mean it with my whole being.
Bro, get the hell out of here. It's so good. It's cheesy pasta.
Over potatoes?
Yes.
Yeah, see, that's...
Yes, over mashed potatoes, or you got to understand something. Cookouts, mac and cheese.
I do understand there's maybe a racial boundary that I'm stepping over here and showing my whiteness, my England Merseyside roots by saying that I would prefer potatoes. But it's just, first of all, people know I'm not a noodle guy. So for me to be into a noodle dish, like it's got to be top of the line.
Okay.
And it's funny because I didn't get a chance to try it, but I guess the Brisket Shop has won best mac and cheese in Tampa Bay like 5 years in a row or something.
Oh, nice.
So I really, really want to try theirs. And I don't know if you recall this, but Miguel, who used to be on Hot 115 when it existed, he did a thing where every holiday he posts his famous mac and cheese recipe. And I've cooked it a few times. It's super involved. It's got tons of seasonings. You need pounds and pounds of cheese. It's a whole process where you make a sauce and then you add the cheese and all of that. Absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Juice not worth squeeze. Like to me, there's not again, I'll say it again. You would be hard pressed to find a mac and cheese that I would prefer over a baked potato with sour cream and butter.
You eat my mom's lobster mac and cheese, and you will no longer want it.
That to me is a cheat code.
What's a cheat code?
Well, I'm just saying it's like we're talking about mac and cheese, and you just pump it full of one of the most delicious shellfishes on earth, and that's not just mac and cheese anymore.
Why not?
What's lobster mac and cheese?
Yeah.
So you're going to compare lobster mac and cheese to mac and cheese with no lobster?
Mac and cheese is anything with anything added in it. You can have bacon mac and cheese, and you're eating mac and cheese.
Yeah, but that does feel, it really does.
So now you're saying it just has to be plain mac and cheese?
Well, yes. I mean, that's what the conversation is about. But still, put the lobster in there. I'm still picking a baked potato. You tell me it's a baked potato topped with lobster or a lobster mac and cheese, I'm picking the baked potato.
Baked potato. I wouldn't even say overrated because most people, I don't like it.
It's one of my favorite foods on earth.
And I don't get that.
It is absolutely one of my favorite foods on earth is a baked potato.
It's not that good.
Well, again, this is probably a cultural difference here that we have to overcome. I respect your rights to be a mac and cheese guy, and I need you to respect my rights to be a baked potato boy.
You load it with stuff, it's okay. That's how I feel. It's
I don't
okay
need
if
to
you
do it.
load it with stuff. If it's just baked potato and was it sour cream, butter, and sour cream?
Buttercream, maybe some
pass,
maybe some chives.
Hard pass.
Dude, now it's the world where they got all these restaurants that like load them up, which again, maybe that's more your style.
Yeah.
Like I think they got half baked potato in St. Pete is cool. There's another one out in Clearwater called Loaded where they're putting whole meals inside the baked potato. They had some highlights, like statistics surrounding mac and cheese in this article about National Mac and Cheese Day. 54% of people eat macaroni and cheese weekly, with most preferring it for dinner. Are you eating mac and cheese every week?
No,
you're not that dedicated to the game.
No.
86% say it's an adult food that's not just for kids. That's the other thing too. I understand if you're putting a lot of love into it.
It's getting crazy right now saying it's just for kids.
Well, it is for kids.
No, it's not.
Well,
Kraft definitely tried to corner the market and be like, "Hey, easy meal, come get it. We're gonna shop it so you can be like, oh yeah, quick meal for your kids. Mac and cheese for everybody."
I do, and again, to just draw a parallel to understand why we were having the debate, like nobody's talking about is a baked potato for a kid.
No, it's for people who don't respect their food.
Well,
They're like, let me get a baked potato.
Well, that's fine. I'm just saying.
Get a potato, cook it a bit, and then put crap on it. That's not good.
Well, that's fine, but nobody's having the conversation about is a baked potato a child's food. You understand why the conversation is there in regards to mac and cheese being for children, because there are kids who only eat mac and cheese. It's like their favorite meal. They eat mac and cheese all the time.
Okay.
So, I mean, you may have great mac and cheese. And honestly, I think the best mac and cheese kids normally don't like. They want Kraft mac and cheese.
So you're saying, like, if I go to a PDQ and I get chicken strips, I'm eating a kid's meal? Because kids mostly eat chicken strips.
Well, I mean, it's more of a kid's meal than not. If you told me I got a chicken sandwich smothered in the Buffy blue sauce, I would say that is more of an adult meal than chicken strips and mac and cheese.
I would give you the argument of mashed potatoes can rival mac and cheese, but definitely not baked potatoes.
Which I like.
That's insane to me.
I like that. I'll give you that one. I mean, I like mashed potatoes. I'd still pick a baked potato. And if it is a mashed potatoes, I like to have the skin on there still. I like the taste of I want to feel the potato. I want to know that it was a potato.
I'm surprised you have like Irish roots the way you're simping for potatoes so hard, bro.
So Vanessa just said a Mexican who doesn't. Oh, maybe she's talking to somebody in the chat and not me, because I have seen a phenomenon that there's like these Latino potato stands where they're taking a baked potato and then putting a bunch of stuff in it and then smothering it in cheese and stirring it all up and then pretty much putting like the fixins that would be on a taco on a baked potato.
Yeah, all the fixins.
All the fixins.
The fixins.
I know the lines are completely full, and how much you want to bet? 99, and I'm fine with it. 99% of them are going to go, well, but you haven't had this mac and cheese, or you haven't had my mac and cheese. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
It's Rob. I wonder if we could rewind on the bank robbery thing, and I wanted your opinions.
No. Senning Show, you're live. And just because we're cooking, Rob, we're just in the midst of something that's got some legs. It's not personal, but I'm not trying to go backwards in time right now. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Hey, what's going on? It's Paul. How y'all doing?
Hey, Paul, doing pretty good today. How about you, buddy?
Room. Hey, Dizzy, dude, I swear we're like brothers, man. I'm not kidding you. So
now, when you say brothers, do you mean? Oh, sorry.
It's like you guys. We've been listening to you so long. It's like we're like family.
We are family.
No, it's
dude. Bone
it's
fam
so
isn't
cool.
just a fun
I mean,
thing
it's
to say.
like we're growing up with you guys and stuff. I mean, it's just like, you know. But real quick, fried hot dogs and macaroni and cheese. Oh my goodness, man, the best.
Those are your people, man. Those are your people. Those are your mac and cheese people. I hope you're proud.
Okay, so I will say, adding the hot dogs, you're definitely going more into the like eating kids meal.
Well, yeah, and it's.
I will give you that. I don't mind it in mine, but if I'm gonna eat mac and cheese, I want shrimp or lobster or something stronger in it. You know,
dude. JMS in the chat on YouTube for Senning Show said, "Mashed potatoes equal Irish guacamole."
Yes.
There's something I would never in a million years think of that, but when you say it kind of makes sense. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Hey, John. Hey, Diz.
What up?
Hey, John, next time you go to Publix, go to the deli and get the smoked Gouda mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I just don't think, and I appreciate that, I just don't, like, I've had great mac and cheese. Like, I'm not saying that mac and cheese isn't good. I'm just saying it's criminally overrated, and in every scenario ever in life, I would probably pick a potato dish over mac and cheese.
No,
that's.
I mean,
all
yes, for you because that's your opinion, but mac and cheese. You don't like cheese?
I love cheese.
So why is it higher up?
I just don't. It's noodles and cheese. Like
I think it's regarded so high because it's so basic, so quick and easy to make, and it's so good. Like the turnaround on making it is so short, and you're gonna be
not if it's good
fulfilled.
though. See, you're almost messing with your own.
What do you mean?
Well, because if you make good mac and cheese, it's not really that easy. I mean, so what? You're boiling. If you're making a good high level mac and cheese, you're boiling
make the pasta and then you add the stuff.
Well, yeah, you're probably making like a cheese. A lot of people make like a sauce of the cheese, which has a bunch of ingredients in it, and then you're adding other cheese. Some people put some breadcrumbs on the top, depending on how bougie you want to get. Like, that's not easy. When you compare it to a baked potato, guess what I do? I put the potato in the oven, and then I open it up and I eat it. Done.
Yeah. Not much thought into it. No seasoning. That's probably why I don't like it.
Well, I mean, that's
I'm going to eat a bland potato.
Well, not to mention, mac and cheese is not full of exotic flavors. I mean, what are you putting? Garlic powder and onion
seasoning in it.
Like what? Tell me what your seasonings
garlic powder, seasoning salts.
Okay.
What's the thing called? Obey? Oh, not Obey. That's the clothing.
Old Bay. Are you thinking of Lowry's?
Adobe? No, that's a.
Well, now you're just making some wild smoked cheese mac and cheese.
I'm gonna look it up because I'm drawing a blank on what it is.
I'm winning the argument.
No, you're not.
Senning Show. You're live on the air.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Doing pretty damn good. What's up?
So I'm with you on this. I think mac and cheese is overrated. I've never really been a fan of it.
There you go.
I've had some good ones. I've had some bad ones, you know. And I have a big culinary background, and I know you mentioned before, people are going to call and say, oh, you got to try my mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I keep mine basic. Yeah, I'll throw some maybe fresh garlic in there. Some people like ones I've done with garlic, peppers, onions, maybe some bacon in there.
Okay, now that's next level.
Yeah, so when I do basic, I do a simple one when I do make it for family because my family likes the mac and cheese I make, even though I'm not a fan of it. I like to do jack and cheddar cheese in it, fresh mozzarella. I don't overly cheese it, so it's not like a sauce of pasta. It's pasta with a light coating of cheese. That's how it should be.
See, and I don't even think that that's the kind of mac and cheese I want. I want the type that is. Have you seen that clip that went viral where it's like the older black mom lady and she's showing off her mac and cheese and she's like, "See that? Cheese all through the bitch." Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah, like that's. I need it to be.
Yeah.
My dream mac and cheese, if I can create it, gets cut out of the pan more like a casserole than a soup, where it's so dense,
yeah,
it's so cheesy that it's not just like a slop in a bowl.
So in Trinidad, we have a big dish called macaroni pie. Did I ever tell you about this?
No,
and it cuts out more like they call it macaroni pie because it comes out more like solid pieces than I want to say mush, but like
mush, slop,
mush, yeah,
slop, noodle slop,
yeah,
cheesy noodle slop.
Okay, it's kind of offensive, but I think you would love that. And you put a little callaloo on the top, which is like spinaches and stuff.
Take me to the island, boy.
Fire! You will love that.
Take me to the island.
That was what's kind of holding you back from enjoying mac and cheese as much. You will love a macaroni pie from Trinidad. Having said all that, though, you're sitting here telling me just a potato cooked with butter and sour cream is better than mac and cheese.
Yes.
And you think
95% of the time.
You don't think majority of people believe that, right?
No,
okay.
no, I
think
don't.
You're in a small minority, right?
That's why I'm saying it's a hot take because I know that people love mac and cheese. And here's the other thing when it comes to trying it, I'm not even going to order it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I'm at a menu and I go and sit down, like there's really not a scenario in hell where I will order mac and cheese unless I go somewhere. Like when I go to a brisket shop next time, I'm trying the mac and cheese.
Yes.
I know it's award winning. I know it's a big deal. So
Steve, thank you in chat. Adobo is what I was thinking.
Oh, adobo. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, still, that's not. I mean, that's seasoning.
Seasoning,
It is seasoning. Do not go anywhere. Got so much damn stuff to get to today.
But hold on, you didn't say any seasoning you put on a baked potato. You don't put any seasoning. You just put butter. That's gross. You're insane.
I mean, I will season it.
No, you didn't.
Well, I would put I like Lowry salt. So I'll put Lowry salt, and then a lot of times a fun little trick on your baked potato, especially once you've got into it a little bit, is Italian dressing or Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, in my baked potato. So if you want to fight it out about the mac and cheese, feel free to stay on the line. If not, we got a lot more to get to. I want to dig into that thing coming up next. And there has been a gentleman. He is quite possibly the most famous man on planet Earth right now. And I've been beefing with him. I've been saying I'm over him. I'm sick and tired of him being everywhere. And now I can't even turn on Friday Night SmackDown or SummerSlam without seeing this man's face. I'll tell you who that is, and we'll do a little vroom vroom talk coming up next with more Senning Show. But first, shout out to my friends over at Wild Fork Foods. I've been talking about it all day. Went into the brisket shop with some thick cut ribeyes, some tri-tip. We cooked them up. It was a crowd pleaser. Everybody's mind was blown. Wild Fork providing all of the pork, the pig for Friday night at the Beach Bash. If you don't know much about them, check them out online right now, wildforkfoods.com. Do a little skim through the online store. You're going to see things you do not see at your normal store. I was talking with Danny from the brisket shop, and he said the fact that they carry the Iberico pork, which is kind of the Wagyu of pork, you cannot find that many places. From rare cuts to the regular stuff you need, like ground beef and chicken, they've got it all. Order online and get it delivered to your home. Order it online and pick it up, or just go shopping and always find them at wildforkfoods.com.
It's the ultimate thing, what it means to be loved. Need no asking, no. Swing, baby, swing while I continue, sing your best.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
Save time and money with the aluminum fence in the box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $27.35. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information. License number C10252 and C10803.
We love telling you about Win Derby at Derby Lane, an institution in Pinellas County, right on Gandy Boulevard. It's like walking back into the good old days of table games. You got $5 minimums at some of the tables. They've got appetizers coming by every few hours and free cocktails while you're playing.
Yeah, it's real simple and real fun. You can play Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, Mississippi Stud, and I Love Suits. And if you don't know what beats what, just look up the poker hand rankings on the mural. It'll give you a little guidance.
I got to say, I am somebody who has not played a bunch of poker in my life. So being able to look up at this amazing, a very beautiful mural, if I may say so myself, that breaks down everything. Royal flush, straight flush, 4 of a kind, full house, straight. I can be a genius even if I'm really not. You've got to check out Win Derby at Derby Lane.
Great place to host your next event, too. If you have an office party or a bunch of friends getting together, head on out to the legendary Derby Lane. You can all win some money, have a great time, and walk out of there with more money in your pockets than you walked in with. It is the legendary Derby Lane.
Their sound-shaped music for generations to come. Toto live with Christopher Cross. And Men at Work. One special night with hit after hit. Saturday, July 19th, Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Toto live with Christopher Cross and Men at Work.
International Diamond Center's values are so compelling, it's not unusual to see people here that are not local.
Every day, we have people that drive an hour and a half, even 2 hours.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire.
People are willing to drive because they've heard it's not a typical jewelry store.
For example, did you know IDC has one of the largest selections of luxury pre-owned Rolexes in America? Thousands of hard-to-find Rolex watches, Submariners, Daytonas, Pepsis, Batmans, all in perfect condition.
We scour the world to find only the most pristine, super clean watches. We only carry the creme de la creme.
And like everything else at IDC, these watches are at a price that's guaranteed to give you maximum value.
We price them to win the customer, not lose a customer.
International Diamond Center for pre-owned Rolexes, exquisite rare diamonds, premium designer jewelry, and exceptional white glove service.
You're going to want to come to IDC. It's worth the drive.
International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota, and online at shopidc.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money Americans in 2025 are now spending on gas in a year, even with lower gas prices. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right, you can earn real cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SPORTS to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to Upside.com for terms and conditions.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. Well, we have completely eliminated the dealer fee. This will automatically save you up to $1,500. So do yourself a favor. Ask the dealer, what is your dealer fee? You have a choice, because at Stingray on I-4 in Plant City, there is no dealer fee. So when we say relax and enjoy the difference, that difference can save you a lot. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
O'Reilly.
Did you know 1 in 4 car batteries is weak and needs to be replaced? O'Reilly Auto Parts will test your battery for free in or out of your vehicle. We can help you find the best battery for your vehicle and budget. O'Reilly Auto Parts has batteries starting at just $89.99. Get your battery tested for free today at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Neutral is sending you to see Cage the Elephant open for Oasis in LA. Scan the QR code at Bourbon on Main, Skinny's, and the Crab Shack. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Neutral, keep it tasty.
When it really matters, choose Farrah & Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. You can watch the program on YouTube, 1025 The Bone.
It gets cold in Tennessee in January. I done tagged out on my books, wasn't no one seeing dubs. Thought that I could use some out the ordinary.
I had to send it to Diz over the weekend. Morgan Wallen, he normally has this big involved walkout where he brings famous people with him, and he was in Miami and everybody thought it would be Dan Marino or some famous person, maybe 305, Mr. 305 Pitbull. He didn't have anybody walk out with him, but he walked out to a brand new remix of this song that's not even available yet with Lil Wayne and Rick Ross.
Oh.
Which I think is going to be pretty cool. He said he's going to drop it sometime.
You got me in my head for a couple days now, but it don't hit the same.
And as far as the vroom vroom goes and NASCAR over the weekend, dude, it is a wild thing to watch, especially considering I'm as tuned in as I've been in and since I was a kid. This Shane Van Gisbergen character, they've now been at 3 road courses in the span of the last 5 or 6 weeks, and this guy is just so much better than everybody else. It's wild to watch. So they've had 4 races between the Xfinity and the Cup in the last week. He won both races last week. He came in second this week in the Xfinity and just dominated in the Cup race. I think everybody is ready for NASCAR to return back to some circular tracks so this guy can just not dominate everybody. I was talking to our boss, Jason Meter, and without knowing everything, I mean, from what I understand, these NASCAR cars are all very similar in how they're powered and what they can do. So the skills that you can have driving on these road courses to just be that much better than everybody else is pretty wild. Considering when they go back to the circular tracks, he'll be in the back of the pack. He's what was the stat? The earliest to ever get to 4 wins for any driver ever since 1967. Because he's just dominating at these road courses. And again, Bubba went out at the end with a crash. Larson went out. It gets a little hairy at the end, but Dover next week, back to a circle, and I'm looking forward to it.
Gisbergen, what's his name?
Shane Van Gisbergen.
Gisbergen is the both ends guy, right?
He's the both ends. He's the New Zealander guy that knows how to race road courses better than anybody else, and it's not even close. It brings me no joy to do this, and I'm not as mad as maybe I should be. If you've been following along, long-time Jelly Roll fan, going way, way back to before he was all over the radio. I actually got the memory on my Facebook yesterday that it was about a year exactly when he was supposed to open for Morgan Wallen. It got canceled, and then he ended up going and doing a show at the Dallas Bull, and we were lucky enough to be there. Hulk Hogan brought him up on stage. That was as my fandom for Jelly Roll was peaking. And then it's just been, to me, it probably oversaturation. You know,
Yes.
that's what it comes down to, is that I think you can love anybody more than anything. And when they are on every show, whether it be every award show, every commercial, just connected to everything. I mean, he's all over, Kill Tony.
Yep.
He comes out. I mean, it's hard to tune into anything where Jelly Roll will not be popping up. And, for a second, I thought maybe I was being a little too heavy-handed. I'm a man, Jelly. But
because he's fat, I get it.
Oh, heavy-handed. I see what you did. Dude, I will say, undeniably, love him or hate him, he's getting very, very skinny.
Yeah.
So I had heard the murmurs. I had heard the rumors. I had heard that it was possibly going to happen. And then I didn't really have anything to do Friday night. Danielle was down at her parents', and I was home hanging out with Brody, having a boys' night. And I'm watching SmackDown live from Nashville, and Jelly Roll was performing. That's fine. Jelly. Oh. Logan Paul.
Oh, God.
Interjecting on Jelly Roll's performance.
Yeah, boo.
Jelly, you gotta listen to the crowd. Everyone is here to see real WWE superstars. Certainly not to listen to music made for people who have tattoos of their children but don't have custody of them.
The funny thing about that was, and somebody brought it up, that's a meme. Like, that has been so all over social media. Like, that was a line that he stole from somebody else. But here's more Logan Paul burying Jelly Roll.
You disgust me. Yeah, boo all you want, Nashville. Here's the truth. The WWE doesn't need a Jelly Roll. The WWE needs a Logan Paul. I set and raise the bar for what it means to be a professional wrestler. and you do what, by the way? Why are you here? Because I'll tell you why I'm here. I belong here, Jelly, and I got some breaking news. This company loves me so much that my podcast Impulsive.
So it's not just a fun thing that they did. There's going to be a match. Jelly Roll will be wrestling at SummerSlam. It is going to be Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre versus Jelly Roll and Randy Orton in an actual match. And the reports are that that Jelly Roll has legitimately been training to be a professional wrestler, and it's fun. I guess it's fun. I'm trying not to completely hate it. Jelly Roll did rough up Logan Paul at one point, twice actually, and then on Saturday night, Jelly Roll also got kicked in the head by Drew McIntyre. So I'm trying to like it and to care about it, but when I was already running on the theme that Jelly Roll is doing too much of everything, the fact that he's now balls deep in the WWE does not make me think that any more or less.
So I got a couple questions for you on this. First off, you as a wrestling fan, seeing him do whatever, fake fight, whatever.
Well, that's hate speech, by the way.
Well, I mean him like pretending to get involved.
Right.
Did you buy it? Did he look like...
That's actually a really, really good question. A great question. I would say I think he did as good as humanly possible. I think when you get people that aren't wrestlers and they want them to do wrestling stuff, like he looked completely amped up. He looked into it like he was buying into it. And it of course, we know that professional wrestling is predetermined. But I think it was easy to suspend disbelief in that moment and go, oh, man, Jelly Roll is really pissed here.
Yeah.
Because, he did put his hands on Logan and all of that. So, yes, I would say from that perspective, he did a pretty decent job.
Okay. Second question. Who would you rather see in an actual match? Him or someone else I know you don't really care for, especially when they were involved with the WWE, Travis Scott?
Jelly Roll a million times over.
Really?
I cannot stand Travis Scott.
Okay.
That's just a personal preference. Also because he, for real, just
Tag
punched
someone?
Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes in the side of the head and messed him up. I don't really, as a wrestling purist, I don't like the idea of guys just hurting other guys. But I would take Jelly Roll 10 times over before Travis Scott one more time.
Okay. And this last question, I'm very interested to see where you sit on this, and if you'll have like a quick reply. Who is the best celebrity who's hopped in the ring and you were like, that was entertaining or very impressive that they have like the wrestling chops in them? Or,
I mean, it feels like an easy answer, and I don't even know that it applies anymore. But it would probably be Logan Paul. I mean, on the surface,
no, because he's a wrestler
now a
now.
wrestler.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny.
Really?
Bad Bunny did, I think, like 3 or 4 matches, and they
wow.
did a match in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
We love Puerto Rico. He did a match there versus Damian Priest, and it was unhinged, and he was great. So I would say front of mind, probably Bad Bunny would be my vote.
Okay. I would say, going on what you said earlier about Jelly Roll, about him being like oversaturated and everything, he feels like he's the Kevin Hart of the music industry. Where just like it came to a point where like, all right, I'm tired of seeing this guy everywhere.
Yeah, and I have layers to it, and I've explained it before where just I feel that he's become something that he wasn't. I mean, to me, he's doing a similar thing, only different to what Post Malone is doing.
Yeah.
Like Post Malone was one thing, and then once he got to be a country guy, you only see him in Wranglers tight to his ass with plaid shirts and bolo ties, and it goes, so you were a cowboy all those other years, but you just didn't want to dress like it, or are you faking it now? There's just something about changing completely musically and as a person, which, people love Jelly Roll. I think at the end of the day, he is a good dude, and that's all good and fine and everything. But when you change so much to become what the music industry or whoever wants you to be or needs you to be, it's a bummer. I think I liked his music a lot before, and he's fallen off in that respect.
Yeah, it's like you said, you start off as Jelly Roll, but now you're the instant industry role.
Yeah, you're just, and that was the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's to go from this gritty guy who spent all this time in prison and was a drug dealer to now be like a darling of the industry, where you could be on anything. You could be on the Nickelodeon Awards. You could be on any talk show at any moment. I didn't want to play the last clip, and I don't think I've heard this yet. I think this is Randy Orton hyping up Jelly Roll after he got kicked in the face by Drew McIntyre.
Should have never had you out there. That's on me. I know better. I know better.
Jelly, good to see you upright after that gnarly Claymore. But Randy, I was hoping I could get a comment on everything that transpired both last night and tonight.
I put my man in harm's way, Kathy. It's as simple as that. I should have never had him out there with Drew and even Logan out there. That was just, it was a bad call on my part. I apologize.
No. I can't let you do that, Randy. I'm a grown man. But, man, they have gravely underestimated me.
Oh, scary Jelly.
I'm not, Randy. I want them both. Anywhere, anytime.
Hey, yo.
All right, I'm feeling
Well, how about SummerSlam, brother?
Yeah, I want them. I want a DP with them.
I will say this.
I don't like his wrestling. He's like, listen here, I'm a man. I hate that.
But I'm open to watching SummerSlam and having him do great. And I will say, okay, maybe it wasn't that bad. I'm mildly open to that possibility.
I want him to bring back the stink face.
Oh, dude. That would be great and very on brand. I'm very curious to see what he's going to wear. Like, is he going to come out in what he always wears, or is he going to be like in wrestler garb, like in a one-piece singlet?
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious. No, he has too many flaps.
I think it would be too funny. Like it would be, people would laugh.
Yes,
and I don't know that that's necessarily.
He's going to come out in like that, like he dresses like a biker that doesn't own a bike. That makes sense?
You nailed it.
Yeah.
You nailed it. I did see something very interesting. So, I didn't know that they had never met, but like last week, or a couple weeks ago, The Rock met him for the first time, and The Rock put up this huge post that said, at the lowest point in my life when I didn't know what to do with myself, this is well before Jelly Roll was famous. He said, I heard a Jelly Roll song, and it changed me. And they became like best friends forever, but they had never met. And the song that he mentioned, it's called Only. I can't play it because it curses a lot.
Is that I only talk to God?
No, it's not that song at all. It's now you got me wanting to play it, but I think it's gonna curse pretty quick.
We got a dumb button.
Yeah, we do. But this is, it made me like The Rock a little bit more, because this is one of my favorite Jelly Roll songs, long before the song you spoke of. And he said this song changed his life, and they just met for the first time. This is my Jelly.
What if the love that I'm missing is finally taking control? What if the drugs
different, right? A little bit different than what you're hearing on the radio. Like if you loved this, I don't think that automatically means you would like the music he's putting out on the radio.
I think Jelly Roll's music's highly overrated. Some would say it's the baked potato of music.
Okay. That's hurtful. But I get what you're saying, and you're not wrong, even though it's offensive towards me.
This song got some mac and cheese flavor to it.
Yeah, there's a little bit. All right, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to dig into an early edition of John's Joints. There's been a story that I've been holding on to all day. I thought we were going to get to it, but we'll kick off the joints with a game that is coming to Vegas that might change everything I think about Vegas. We'll do that and a bunch more coming up next with John's Joints.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Breaking summer news. All the rooms at the Sky Beach Resort for the Bone Summer Beach Bash are completely sold out. But good news, you can still come out and party for free. Neutral presents the Bone Summer Beach Bash. An entire weekend of awesome events and hanging out with all your favorite people from the Bone. Plus, it's absolutely free to get in. It's all happening July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Pete, a bayfront oasis with a private beach at the southernmost tip of St. Petersburg in the Skyway District. No matter what you do, don't miss the Bone Summer Beach Bash. Presented by Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. Special thanks to attorney Patrick Smith, The Brisket Shop, Wild Fork, and National Aviation Academy.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
For over 30 years, Fence Outlet has been here to help you create an outdoor oasis where memories are made and dreams come alive. Let Fence Outlet partner with you to turn your backyard into your favorite destination. Go to fenceoutlet.com today to schedule your free professional estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
If you need to hire, it seems like the whole process can be exhausting. You search resumes, wait for the right candidates to apply, set up initial interviews. It's a lot of time and work. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates for your job the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro is super easy to use. You simply pick a time, and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you can choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Best of all, you save time and energy.
Try Zip Intro for free right now at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow. Once again, go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Hey, Josh, what's with all the fans? And what are you doing with our cooler? It's as hot as heck in here.
I know. The AC's out again. I'm converting our cooler into a makeshift portable AC unit.
You just ruined our new cooler. Why didn't you just call Climate Design Home Services?
I called the other guys. They can't get to us until 2 weeks from now. I'm sure they're all booked solid.
Josh, Climate Design Home Services can install AC systems typically the same day. They have licensed HVAC, electrical, and plumbing crews to take care of our entire home. And right now, we get our choice of a hot water tank up to 50 gallons or a whole home surge protector when we install an AC system. We can finance it too. Plus, they have over 1,500 five-star reviews and service the entire Suncoast region.
Okay, I'll call now. In the meantime, if you're looking for the ice, it's in the cooler.
Ugh.
Call Climate Design Home Services today and get cool air fast. Go online for offer details at climatedesign.com or call 727-295-1572.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. One question I'm always asked is, how did you become the largest injury firm in the world with over 1,000 attorneys and $25 billion in verdicts and settlements? One way was our financial strength. Medical malpractice is the third leading cause of death in America. To prosecute a typical case costs up to $250,000 in case cost. We advance them all. Product liability cases can have similar costs with an army of lawyers on the other side. Automobile insurance companies have the resources to fight. Guess what? So do we. Many law firms simply may not have the financial firepower to work up your case the way you deserve. And we don't charge by the hour. No recovery, no fee. If you have a question about your case or wish to become a client, go to forthepeople.com on your mobile device or computer. 24/7. It's that easy. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
John Senning here. Are you ready to win $15,000 in new impact windows from Reese Windows? Well, pick up your phone right now and text the word TRUST to 20129. That's TRUST to 20129.
The old saying, you get what you pay for, still holds true today. Like when air conditioning companies offer you $29 tune-ups. Really? I'm not going to be fooled by that, and you shouldn't be either. Hi, I'm Zach Moskowitz, president of Cox Heating and Air Conditioning. Those so-called deals lure you into spending a lot more. At Cox Heating and Air Conditioning, we have a real honest solution. It's our Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan. For only $110 for first-time customers, our certified technicians visit your home twice a year and keep you cool. Get your Cox Personalized Maintenance Plan today at coxair.com.
License number CAC 1816108.
Cox is your key to comfort since 1958.
Do you know a teacher that desperately needs a vacation? Well, I'm here to help. I'm attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'm giving one lucky teacher a free cruise. All you have to do is nominate them at justcallmo.com/cruise. That's justcallmo.com/cruise.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no. So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning. The cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
An early edition of John's Joints. If you didn't know, we've been here since 11. Drew Garabo's taking over at 3 o'clock. I think he's going to pop in with us a little early in the next segment. But we got some joints to fire up. If you want to participate, 800-771-1025. I'm also live in the 1025 The Bone Senning Show chat room on YouTube. A lot of jelly roll bashing, not a lot of jelly roll simping. I don't know if these people are making fun of me for liking baked potatoes or honoring me for liking baked potatoes, but either way, baked potato over mac and cheese every day, brother.
Crazy.
John's Joints brought to you by MarijuanaDoctor.com. It brings me so much joy to offer you the greatest savings that Marijuana Doctor has ever offered. Go right now to MarijuanaDoctor.com. You'll see one of their 40 locations throughout the state of Florida, so I bet you there is one near you. You pick the time and day, book it. Then make sure you put in the code BONE30. That is going to get you $30 off that initial certification, which comes same day. And I love helping people understand what the experience is like out there at these dispensaries, because the products are super affordable. So many different dispensaries with different products and different prices. If you're looking for edibles, vape cartridges, pre-rolled joints, flour, tinctures, ointments, lotions, nasal spray, patches to put on your achy back, they've got everything and much, much more. Some even have hash, like the good old days. but you got to get your card, and you need to do it with marijuanadoctor.com. Book it today. Use code BONE30 for $30 off. I don't know what it looks like outside of everybody else's window right now, but here in St. Petersburg, it has been raining off and on. The clouds roll in. We get a little bit of sun. The rain comes back in, and that is because something is popping off. Something of a tropical nature is happening just off the coast of Florida, and I don't think that they're fully certain what it's going to do or how it's all going to play out. We're hoping and thinking that it should be well away from us by Friday for the Beach Bash, but an area of low pressure is just now off the east coast of Florida. It's producing showers and thunderstorms, and that's going to kind of work its way across the state of Florida. They're about to have planes going into it to try and figure out how it's developing. But this wetness, this disturbed weather, as they call it, will be sitting over the entire state of Florida, specifically the Tampa Bay area, for the next few days. So now through Wednesday, Thursday-ish, expect heavy rainfalls. They are saying some areas could experience flash flooding. And, it's pretty much throughout the entire state. The formation chance for this thing in the next 48 hours is 20%. The chance that it forms into something as it heads into the Gulf is at 30%. And then a lot of models and people are talking about it ultimately down the road affecting Texas, which does not need anything. I saw a list yesterday, and I'm not saying this as a conspiratorial type thing. I'm just saying it. I saw a list of all of the places that have had severe flash flooding over the last 10 days. And obviously we had the big stuff in Texas, and the rest of it wasn't as widely covered because I don't think as many people died. Dude, New Mexico, once in 1,000-year flash flooding. Areas of North Carolina, once in 500-year flash flooding. The river that crested, that killed all the people in Texas, was back to flood stage again last night. Areas of Iowa experiencing flash flooding. There was like 10 different spots on the map. Savannah, Georgia was one of them that have experienced flash flooding over just the past 10 days. And blame it on what you want. I don't know. Is it the end times? Is somebody controlling the weather? Is it just bad weather? I'm not really sure. But when you see them all on a list together, you go, damn, it's not just make-believe. We really are experiencing some of the worst weather across the country all at one time than we've experienced in a long-ass time.
When you see all these things happen, do you immediately go, this is like day after tomorrow?
It crosses my mind. I don't know what that would ultimately – we're so – jaded and overstimulated in specifically the United States of America. I don't know what it would take for us to realize that it was like that. You know what I mean? Like something we can't comprehend, bigger than just whether it was the end of the world or something connected to it or just a weather system that was going to wipe us off the map. I think it would have to become so undeniable where you almost have to get like 50% of the United States of America underwater or something, where people go, oh yeah, it does kind of feel like the world is ending or something is a little wrong here. Because for all the people that it's not happening in their yard, I don't think they care about it.
Yeah, I think I kind of fall under that category a little bit, where it's like, well, it's not directly affecting me, so my heart goes out to it, but I'm not like worried because it's just so far removed from my life.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And I think that's the average person. I think if it's not, I've said it time and time again, and I think it can be 5 miles up the road. I mean, you look at what happened with the hurricanes here and the beaches and a lot of other areas still in many ways putting the pieces together. But if you live in Tampa or you live in a part of town where you didn't flood, I don't think a lot of people are thinking about what's going on at the beach or what's going on in these neighborhoods that completely went underwater. I don't think it's a good thing necessarily that we have that capability for things to just be out of sight, out of mind. But I think that's just part of who we are now these days. And until we're all underwater or experiencing it simultaneously, we're going to explain it away as just a bad day of rain.
Yeah. It's like, it's expected. You live in Florida. What did you expect when you moved here?
Dude, so you weren't necessarily saying that this is the end times or anything pertaining to the Bible. But I wanted to retouch on something because I'm not going to play it again because I didn't like feel truly bad about it. But I will tell you this. While you were dying from the one chip challenge, I started playing the audio and talking about this little kid, Kaysen, who I went home that night. And before I played it on the air on Friday, I didn't really know what I thought about it. I thought it was just clickbait, and I played it. And while I played it, I didn't have too many thoughts about it. I watched it that night when I got home, and then I watched it again on Saturday afternoon with Danielle when I got home. And I would not, could not, will not say, like, this kid is seeing Jesus or seeing his dead dad. But if you have not watched this video, I would implore anybody to just sit down. And it's not a short watch. The video in a whole is 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
But it is Kaysen Sees Jesus is what it's titled on most social media platforms. And all I can say is that I do not know what's happening in this video, because this little kid was in a skateboarding accident and went into the hospital. And when he wakes up from whatever he wakes up from, and my two questions that I've not seen answered online are, what drugs is this kid on at this moment?
Okay.
And how deeply religious is his family? I would think those would be two things that would be important to know what's happening and what's not happening. But he wakes up from this injury and he is not present in the room. His eyes are completely wide open. They're doing crazy things. They're moving side to side. He looks like something's going on inside his brain. And then he directly starts talking to his dead father, to Jesus, and then eventually to his dead grandpa. And this goes on for 10 minutes. And in the beginning, everybody in the room is laughing and thinking like, oh, he's dreaming. By the time it's 10 minutes in, the mom is losing her S. She's asking the doctors, is this normal? What's going on? They're trying to wake him up, and he is locked in with these eyes that you just have to see to understand, having a conversation with his dead father and Jesus. And I do not know what's happening in this video. I'm not going to pretend to know, but it is an interesting watch. And I would tell you, if it doesn't, just from the sadness of him being a young kid who lost his dad, doesn't bring a little bit of a tear to your eye, I don't know what will. But we handled it very, very lightly on Friday because Diz was dying from the chip.
Yeah.
But and again, playing the audio, it's heavy and it's heavy. It's very heavy, and I'm not trying to dig into it right now. But if you haven't watched it, I would say go watch it, and then just let me know what you think of it, because it's completely insane.
The thing you said that because I haven't watched the video, and I remember when you played it, all I heard was noise.
Yeah. Yes.
It was so frustrating. But the eyes moving back and forth, that's like what we do when we're asleep, the REM, right? So essentially you're saying he was doing what we do when we're asleep, but his eyes were open.
And then the thing is that he goes, Jesus. And it's like he sees Jesus, and his eyes get so big and tears just start pouring down his face. And he immediately, of course, there are the people online who believe that he saw Jesus. And I'm just not in a position to say that. But he immediately starts like repenting. He starts, as soon as he sees Jesus,
he
starts saying, hello to Jesus. And he starts apologizing. I'm mean to my mom. I don't respect my mom. I'm so sorry. I'm a bad kid. Like all of these things immediately.
Repenting, yeah.
And it's, the things that he says that he sees Jesus, again, probably matters. If this kid is a guy, his family's in the church 5 days a week.
Yeah.
It would make a little more sense that maybe he's just in a drug-fueled phase or haze and he's saying things that he knows from the Bible. But it takes a lot for me to be completely enamored by something on the internet. And having watched it now 3 times, I don't know what's going on in this video, but it is it's deep and it's crazy.
I don't remember if we touched on this really. What is your religious upbringing?
I will say my family and we've tried. like that's the best way that I can explain it, is that I feel something inside me that wants to believe in more, that wants to truly believe and have faith. And I think that's what it ultimately comes down to, is being able to believe in something that you can't see and you just know. And so during periods of time when I was young, we went to church all the time. By myself later, when I was just in trouble and felt lost, when I was an older teenager, I started going to church. When I moved to Georgia by myself without Danielle, is really when I'm in a bad place. Like I do find myself in church. And, I've been to church here in St. Pete a handful of times. And I don't know what I'm looking for, but I mean, I believe in God. I believe in a God. I just, I don't know.
I get that. It's so funny because I'm rewatching Dave right now.
Oh, yeah.
Which, forgot how great that show is.
One of the best.
Yeah. And one of the things that came up was religion. And like the Gator guy was talking about it. And Dave was like, I don't really believe in it. He goes, well, you never had to. Because like, you're kind of privileged.
Yeah.
And I get the aspect of a lot of more people who come from lower income, middle income, who struggle, who do latch onto religion so hard to help them through the tough times. Because I feel like that was the only time, and that sounds bad, that I did latch on.
It is, and I feel the same way.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way. And it's like, I think you're just looking in those moments, like you're looking for hope. Like you're looking for something. You want to know that like somebody's got you. Like there's something out there.
Yeah, this is a plan.
Yeah. And you know, I don't think I've had that. Like I've always wanted, when these moments when I'm looking and I'm searching for, you know, my spirituality or trying to find a higher power. I think I'm always, and I think this is the problem, I'm looking for something that's undeniable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I pretty much need a bird to fly down on my shoulder and give me a kiss and then fly away in the middle of a prayer or something like that. But that's why people that believe so deeply, it is faith. It's like a lot of those people haven't had, and not like this little kid, where they've come face to face to Jesus. And I don't know. It's something that I think is really just, if I were to find the right people in the right church who I felt like were not judgmental and I could still live my life. Because it's also weird. I find it weird doing this job because, I mean, we go into places that would not probably be considered above board by a lot of churches and things like that. So I automatically feel like I'm not living life by a church. And I know there's a lot of different churches and trains of thought out there. So it's almost like I don't want to live a life. I don't want to live a different life than what I'm portraying in a church or going there. And these people that think that you can just go to church on Sunday and repent and then you're can good. Bury a body on Monday or something. Yeah. Not that I need to change my whole life, but it's just, I've just never found, I just never found what I was looking for is ultimately the answer.
I'm in that middle spot where I feel like a lot of people, especially ones that grew up in our era, it's like, I believe in a higher power, but it's hard to be a man of science and a man of religion so hard, where it's like, there's hard evidence that disputes a lot of religious stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With like timing and whatever. So that's where I sit with a lot of that stuff, where it's just like, I don't know, man, but I do believe in an upper power, but I also don't like the idea of when the people are like, well, you're not living the life God wants, like, but you're living the free will he gave you. So it's like, they kind of like contradict things that they tell you. It's too much for me.
Well, and I think ultimately what I would need was somebody deeply rooted in the church that I could have that conversation with.
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense to me. I can't connect with this idea or this thought because of this. Because a lot of times in church, it feels like to me, like you almost have to be bought in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, that's probably not true. And I probably just haven't sat with the right pastors or men of faith that would have that conversation. But it's like, how do I get there? Because I'm not there, and I'm probably a long way from there. So I think it's probably just a person away or a conversation away from seeing things a little bit differently. But man, look at us getting deep on a Monday afternoon, digging into our religion. People are calling, which I don't know if that means. Let's do one.
Maybe it's the Lord.
Let's take one religious call, and then we're gonna go to break. Who's this?
This is John.
John, what's up? This is John as well.
Hey, I was calling to, I watched that video. Did you notice his eyes were extremely red, too, like when he was talking to him?
It was the whole thing about his eyes and everything. It's just like you watch his eyes. I think he doesn't start blinking until the end. And it's just, you just look at it and you go, what is going on in this kid's body right now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm Jewish, so I don't really believe the whole Jesus thing. So I'm kind of susceptible if he was actually talking or if it was the different cacophony of drugs that they were pumping through his little body.
And that I would be curious. I want to know more of exactly what drug he was on and also how much of that stuff that he said was just kind of regurgitated from the life that he lives. But either way, it's a fascinating watch. And, now there are, the people who deeply believe are out there saying, we need to put this on every television screen in the world because if you can watch this and not believe, then there's something wrong with you, which I'm not that far down the road, but I'm looking at it and something's happening with this kid. Let's step aside for a moment. The damn story that I've been holding on to all day long is still right here, and we're going to wrap up the show with it. One of my favorite games in the entire world, the game that I play more than any other game on planet Earth, is coming to Vegas, and I might be booking a ticket. We'll talk about that, and we're going to be joined by our good buddy, Drew Garabo, as we make way for Drew Garabo Live, coming up in about 30 minutes with more John's Joints next. Don't wait until your AC taps out in the middle of the night. Right now, Hawkins Service Company is offering a $69 AC tune-up special. That's precision, inspection, cleaning, and AC optimization from the pros. No hidden fees, no fine print, just $69 and peace of mind. Don't wait. This deal is going to blow away after July 31st. They also offering the 10% off for anybody who found out about Hawkins through the bone, and it's your first time using them. 10% off right there. They handle everything from plumbing, AC, electrical, HVAC, and even pool repair. I think I might have said something twice, but they handle it all. Hit them up today, HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
I give my best and I give my all. Feel like everything's all of my fault.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stingray Chevrolet presents Calta Cruise 19. You can win a cabin on Calta Cruise 19. Visit Stingray Chevrolet and scan the QR code on the Calta Cruise display to enter. While you're there, find the vehicle that's right for you from their selection of new and used cars. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com.
Getting a new fence doesn't need to be a hassle. The pros at Fence Outlet will help you with everything from start to finish, including measurements, ordering materials, dealing with local ordinances, and complete installation. Consult with a knowledgeable Fence Outlet representative and they'll help you get started today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
Cox Media Group is an equal opportunity employer. In accordance with the FCC's EEO regulations, any organization that distributes information about employment opportunities to job seekers or refers job seekers to employers may request that it be provided notice of Cox Media Group job vacancies as they occur. If your organization would like to be notified of such vacancies, please contact Olivia Romano, Cox Media Group, 11300 4th Street North, number 300, St. Petersburg, Florida, 33716, or at olivia.romano@cmg.com. Each organization that wishes to be given notice of job vacancies must provide its name, mailing address, email address if applicable, telephone number, contact person, and identify the category or categories of vacancies of which it requests notice. An organization may request notice of all vacancies.
Jersey College is a nursing school where faculty know how to give you the resources and support you need with encouragement and real connection.
Hi, my name is Ebony and I'm a graduate of Jersey College. I felt like Jersey College truly cared about me. This experience was a life changer for me. It's a great feeling. You have to try. Don't doubt yourself. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
The heat is on, and when the heat is on, your AC is on. And when the AC is on, your money is gone. But Solar Bear has a better way to cool down your bills. Go solar now and get 12 months with zero power payments. That's a full year of energy on the house, literally and figuratively. Solar Bear is Florida's trusted solar company, locally owned, going 10 years strong and backed by thousands of 5-star reviews. Stop letting the power company cash in on your summer, and more importantly, stop renting your power from the power companies. Call Solar Bear or visit solarbear.com and own your power before prices rise again.
Do you know a teacher that desperately needs a vacation? Well, I'm here to help. I'm attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'm giving one lucky teacher a free cruise. All you have to do is nominate them at justcallmo.com/cruise. That's justcallmo.com/cruise.
Hey guys, it's a cat named Mo, and for the past 10 years, I've been talking about the Centers for Men's Health, better known as C4MH.com, which has been the leader in low-T care for the past 15 years. C4MH.com leads because it's a local medical practice, not one of those slick national franchise T clinics that pop up overnight. C4MH leads because it has no financial contracts, no upfront treatment payments, and no added cost treatments. C4MH leads because we fully disclose, and I say we because, again, I've been with them for 10 years, the affordable pricing. There are no hidden surprise costs. The slick pop-up clinic's pricing is nowhere to be found, and then come the contracts and high-pressure upselling. C4MH leads because 18 West Coast Florida locations only treat you with pharmaceutical testosterone and never the cut rate compounded stuff the other clinics use. So when you want affordable, safe, convenient, low-T care, go to C4MH.com.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
If you think selling your home is stressful, try picking the wrong agent. Choose right the first time. Call Jeff Borum of Team Borum with eXp Realty and see how his cutting-edge marketing can get you the most money for your home. Call Jeff at 813-344-4287 or go to jeffborum.com. That's BORHAM.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 8 year old? Listen closely for an exciting offer, then head to abcmouse.com/radio to learn more. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
We're offering a promo at abcmouse.com/radio to try it for free for a month, then $14.99 per month until canceled. Go to abcmouse.com/radio to see this offer. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Actual ABC Mouse users compensate for their testimonials, sponsored by Age of Learning.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Neutral is sending you to see Cage the Elephant open for Oasis in LA. Scan the QR code at the Kangaroo Bar, Diesels, and Tropics. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Neutral, keep it tasty.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
We're doing things a little different today.
I think I'm gonna try something that I ain't.
Welcome back to Senning Show. You're in the midst of an early John's Joints. We were in for JP today, which means you get Drew Garabo live kicking off at 3 o'clock, which means you got Drew Garabo in the house. Right. Yeah.
So,
how you living?
Man, I'm good, dude. I made time to go to the gym today because of the Bone Beach Bash. And I'm glad I did, but it's really pushed me behind. I walked in this building like 15 minutes ago.
I wondered how much I was starting at the beginning of the show. I was saying, which you know more than anybody, that my schedule and being a creature of habit has just gotten worse. So I was completely knocked off my axis. When I opened my eyes, I felt like I was 3 hours behind because I was. So I wondered if it messed you up.
Yeah, it did. And then we had that meeting this morning, so I couldn't go to the gym before that. Couldn't blow off the gym because it's Monday. You got to set the tone for the week.
Now, I asked you this, and I don't know if you're going to want me to ask you it publicly.
All right.
Are we getting the Borat sling or the Speedo at the Beach Bash? And I didn't know if one was a substitute for the other.
They're both just as revealing. I don't think I'm quite in shape for it. I wish I had monitored my diet a little bit better. Sorry to let everybody down, but
will you at least bring them?
So yeah,
maybe for that late night pool party after we've all been drinking for 13 hours, then maybe you'll feel a little more interested in slipping into something a little more revealing.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, deal.
Yeah, not for during the day public consumption, but if we're all hanging out and there's demand for it, I'll bust out the Borat slingshot, and it is the exact Borat slingshot. The movie company sent it to me when we interviewed Sasha.
Oh, that's a real deal.
I mean, it says Borat on it, and it's very nice.
We may have come into our first controversy during the commercial break because it was told to us that some people would be in separate areas and some people would be in another area. And I think we've determined that Diz might be in the bonus area.
Humbling.
So, are you sending a strongly worded email right now?
No.
That sounded like a lie.
Yeah. No, I was just I'm reading not reading the room. I'm checking where other people are staying. To be honest.
That's all you. That's all you can.
Yeah.
All you can. That's all you can really do.
Yep.
It's just that we did get our confirmations, and all we know at this point is that Diz's confirmation says something different than at least the two of us. So
Tier 2.
Maybe maybe we're separately.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we're the separate ones, and
Right.
you're with everybody else.
Yeah, that's probably the case. You probably have a way better room.
I think it's anything's possible.
Yeah.
At this point, how was the weekend traversing I-4 in the 407? How many hours did you spend on the internet or the interstate?
So weird, John, is that it wasn't that bad going to Orlando and coming back. It was fine through Disney. We didn't even tap the brakes, and then we get to freaking Lakeland, and that damn that Dinosaur World area just backs up for no reason.
Dude, they say Dinosaur World is the new Disney. It's everybody is in the mood for Dinosaur World, and they're getting in there. It's just that's the most frustrating thing about that drive. Often is you get it when you get into the thick of things a little bit.
Yeah.
But the worst of it is always in a place that makes absolutely no sense. You're just there sitting near what is the one? 27 is a spot, and it's like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, Champions Gate. You expect it through Disney, but once you get past Disney, you figure I should be okay. But it's so unpredictable. But it's cool.
Diz, you look like you learned something. Your eyes lit up. Do you have developments with what's going on over there?
I think I have a roommate. Like, I think from what it looks like Pap and Christy and me and Nicole are all in the same room.
How do you feel about that?
I hate it. Not that I hate Pap and them.
Why?
Because
like what kind of information have you seen?
So see how it says type of room?
Yeah.
You go on the website, and it kind of says different terms.
Yeah.
Right? It looks like they gave me the Oasis double.
Sweet.
And the confirmation number I have ends 7-4, and Pap's is 7-3, and he has the same code. Like,
oh, you just got rooms next to each other, dude.
They may be next to each other.
Yeah.
Why would we have a double bed? Why would I have a double bed?
One's a squirt bed.
Yeah, that's the thing. One's for abusing linens, and the other's for sleeping in.
You're better off than we are. We got a king bed, and I got to make sure they got a lot of towels.
I feel like I could be wrong. I feel like if anybody had a roommate, they would let them know ahead of time.
Yeah, man.
You think so?
And especially because you're bringing your girl, and I just think that would be like, I can't see them sitting in a meeting somewhere and going, well, we gotta have a couple people with roommates, and they're like, well, let's not tell them.
Yeah, they would definitely tell you. You'll be right next door to each other, man. Plus, y'all probably done it in the same room, right?
I'm a check.
That's the thing. I don't know. They've been hanging out a lot. I don't know what kind of soft swapping they're doing, or just like
swapping
in the same room.
Yeah,
type of,
just same room
festivities.
activities.
I would imagine, and I should have texted you and asked you this first, and we can just set it up as a tease if you don't want to do it now. The thing that happened to you over the weekend.
Let me just
can we just say near death? Is that we'll just leave it at that?
Let me here's what I would like to say. My mom texted me this morning and said my dad had nightmares to where he was moaning in his sleep.
Oh
about
my
it.
God! After what happened to you in Orlando when you were with your family?
Yeah, and I'll tell it at 4. It's
4 or 3.
Yep, probably 4. I like to do like some news, like we're doing John's Joints at 3.
Okay,
so 4. It was absolutely terrifying. It was terrifying.
Man, has that ever happened before?
Not to me.
Yeah, because it's so interesting that not to violate anybody's HIPAA violations, but I have 2 people in and around my life that have had instances recently where that started happening to them, and it is a very, very common thing for a bunch of people that I did not know, where your esophagus kind of narrows.
Easy.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, we didn't say what it was.
No.
Yeah, I could just say that people I know have been having similar instances to what you had repeatedly, and I would imagine this is just a one-off, though.
Yeah, no, I hope so. But I would like to hear from other people this has happened to, because you understand how people die. Like you always read the story and think, how could that happen with the table full of people? Someone would easily can see how people die.
You know, I got and this is the last thing I'll say, and it's getting too close. I got a write-up in the Village's newspaper.
Oh, yeah.
Because I interjected in this instance one time enough.
I wish you had been there.
I could have been. I don't know if you would have made it if I had to make the trip, but I've been holding on to this all day, and it's great that you're here, because I know you're an aficionado as well, because Vegas just never really, maybe if I was going to some shows, maybe if Garth was back there, we've talked about like Reggae Rise Up in Vegas would be a reason to go, but I'm not a big gambler. It's just not, I don't do it a lot. Definitely to base a trip across the country around it, but that might all change, because if you know anything about me and the games I like to play, I'm an Uno man. And if you're an Uno master, now is your chance to show off your skills while winning some money. According to inside sources, a social club themed around nothing but Uno is coming to the Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas. It's a luxury suite that's based off nothing but the popular card game. Additionally, it's the first entry in the launch of Uno social clubs around the country. The goal of the club is to start a nationwide campaign that takes casual game nights into full-blown entertainment activities where you can gamble and win money. So this Uno, it sounds like a casino that's going to be pretty much just Uno games. So they've got Uno Golf, match cards by colors and numbers, but your cards are laid out as you try to get rid of high cards and keep lower cards. Strategically clear columns to eliminate cards, but beware of cards that can raise your score. The player with the lowest score wins. That's not Uno.
No, that's not.
Is this going to be a situation where Uno just branded it all, but we're just not playing any damn Uno?
Maybe there'll be some basic Uno.
So in Uno teams, players still match color, number, and symbol, but instead of every man for himself, they team up in pairs of two and play together to win. Special cards and rules help teammates work together, but both players must get rid of all cards in their hands to win. That's Uno teams. And then there's Uno Show 'em No Mercy. This game has a ton more cards with way tougher penalties and new rules that will have players stacking, swapping, and drawing more cards than ever. There are two ways to win in the merciless version of the classic game. Get rid of all your cards or knock out all of the other players.
You think they'll do the draw two rule?
There's got to be a traditional Uno up in here.
Has to be.
There must be. We created Uno social clubs to reimagine what game night could be, bringing people together for real-world fun, connection, and a bit of friendly competition. We have a bunch of the Uno games. I love trying them all. The most recent one we played, of course, not Uno, it was a Jenga. It was an Uno. It was an Uno Jenga. Oh. So like when you pick, so the stacks on the stack of the Jenga, they've got Uno card numbers and things. So if you pull a yellow whatever, then I've got to pull what would be the Uno equivalent of that after it.
That's pretty interesting.
So number or color?
Yeah, and it's fun. It's fun. It's just not Uno. It's just you can't just put Uno on anything. Like there's also the Uno, what is it? Uno Everything's Wild or All Wilds or something.
Oh man.
It's just, let's have a little sanctity. Still the Uno Flip is my favorite version that just gets weird enough.
Double-sided cards?
Double-sided cards, and you get some of them that will say flip, and you maybe think you're about to win, and then you have to flip it, and then you have a whole new set of cards.
Oh man.
Which is kind of fun.
Hopefully they'll have the traditional Uno, and hopefully they will use the house rules where you can throw a draw two on top of a draw two and make the next person draw four. That's my jam. I know you're against
stacking.
that.
Yeah, I'm a stacking guy.
I'm a stacker.
I didn't even know it was a thing until recently. I really did. It was like last year or a year and a half ago. I was playing with Big Kev and his girl, and they started doing that. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what kind of insane house rules are you bringing to my home?
Stack.
And it turns out that's how people are living their lives.
Do you stack numbers as well? Like when you play, I imagine you do. So if you have like a red 7 and a yellow 7, can you put them down at the same time? Or can you only put down one?
That is absolute insanity.
Oh no, one card at a time.
So let's hypothetically, let me put it to you like this. So I've got 3 cards left, and I got a red 7, a yellow 7, and a blue 7. So somebody throws a 7, could I potentially be out?
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's how I played
it. You play every time you play Uno like that?
Yeah, I've always played stacking.
So you can get rid of more than one card in your hand at a time?
That's the only way
That violates the very sanctity of Uno.
Yeah, that is.
It's Uno, one. Yeah. You throw one card at a time.
Uno means you have one card left and you're almost done.
I mean, you have to say Uno when you have one card left, but they call it Uno because you got to play one card at a time.
I have to say.
Otherwise, it'd be dos or tres.
I've been clued into a lot of house rules. I don't think I've ever heard a thing where you can you could throw down 5 cards. Like you could either on all of your cards if you happen to have colors all across the same number.
Yeah, that's the way I always play.
Now, does everybody in this room?
And then that makes you be able to control the colors. So it's like it's on red 7. I end it with the blue 7, and now it switches colors.
These are some Trinidadian rules that I've never heard. I don't know.
Prefer color people rules.
Trinadian, a little bit of Trinidadian, a little bit of Canadian.
Stackers, not for crackers.
Because we go back and forth, and I think when you play with a group, you have to. But does everybody in this room go? You pick up until you can go.
Well, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we don't always do that when it's just the two of us.
What do you just pick up till you don't feel like it anymore?
No. You don't pick up. You pick up one card, and you can either go or you can't go.
So if you pick up a card and you can't go, the other person gets to go.
Yes.
And then if they can't go, they pick up a card. And if they can't go, you got to pick up a card.
Usually what Danielle and I will do is we'll do best out of 3 if it gets to that. And then if we get to a third one, then we'll go pick up until you can go. Because sometimes doing pick up until you go, that game might never end with 2 people.
That's true.
Because you're just picking up, and you each have 30 cards. So
Yeah.
see, this is Uno. This is why I love talking about it.
This is why the social clubs are going to be very popular.
They're going to be absolutely popping.
I just don't know how you bet money on it. Like how Vegas incorporates winning money and losing.
Yeah, there's not a bunch of information about how you win. Do you think you just put down a certain amount and then if you have to put in money as you get knocked out, or if you put your money up and then when you got knocked out, that money goes into the pot?
Oh, yeah.
I guess
high stakes Uno would be thrilling, right?
It would.
Like $1,000 a hand.
It really would, dude. I'm told. But this also says that they're trying to open these things up in bars and venues all across the country. So then, I mean, you can't just pop up a gambling something in any bar or anywhere. So, but dude, I tell you though, if Hard Rock gets themselves an Uno suite,
my God.
it's game on, baby.
Hell yeah.
Dude, you want to know what? We need to talk to our friends at Win Derby. Dude, we're talking about cornering the market here and getting some Uno on the floor.
I mean, it's a card game where you don't play against a dealer. So you should be able to do it legally, pari-mutuel, right?
Maybe we could be the middleman between Win Derby and the Uno people.
I'll tell you what, that's an event you won't want to skip.
That's good. Man, this is a damn fine story, and it's hard to believe that it's real. A 36-year-old woman has caused a stir online after revealing that her gym has started banning women over the age of 24 from working out during peak hours. She shared the story on a popular moms forum online where women often seek advice in various topics related to women and parenting. Her post was titled, "Am I being reasonable to think this is unfair?" she explained. And then she shared the text message from her gym. "We are writing to inform you that upcoming change to our ladies' gym sessions, starting from Monday the 30th of this started in June, the gym will be reserved exclusively for females aged 12 to 24 during the following times, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. The update has been made in response to feedback to better cater to our younger female members who acquire dedicated, comfortable space during peak after school and evening hours."
What are the old bitches doing that's so bad?
Dude, this is cougar hate, dude. This is cougar discrimination. My only thought is that, like, over the age of 24 seems insane. Like, if this said over the age of 55 or 60, it would still be discrimination and you probably have some trouble on your hands.
Right.
But if you're not an invalid old lady who's, like, struggling to move from machine to machine, pretty bold. And I believe it's across the I believe this woman is across the pond, which I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they just hate their cougars over there. But I would think that if you tried to pull that at a big box gym here in the good old US of A, you'd have a cougar revolution.
By the way, earlier you mentioned that London has no physical beauty to it. I've always felt the same way. I want to go because I like their music, but it's never struck me as a place where you go and you're like, man, England was beautiful.
Somebody sent me a picture. Oh yeah, Zach C on Twitter said this is what you're going to see when you're in England, and it is a beautiful scene. It's like a cliff next to the ocean, and that's cool. You're never really going to get me too many places for an ocean. Like I feel pretty covered on the ocean. Like I've been to beaches in California. I've been to beaches on the East Coast of this country. You're never going to get me anywhere for a beach.
Get you there from Merseyside.
Merseyside, that is my homeland. That is where my people are from. But it's still going to be a hell of a it's going to be a hell of a get to get me over there. Before we get out of here, because I know you're going to have an opinion on this. I don't know what did you hear me with my hot food take today?
I heard you tease it, and then I ascertained that that it was baked potatoes over mac and cheese.
Pretty much just in general that mac and cheese is one of the most overrated food items on planet Earth.
Totally agree, unless you're under the age of 16.
You guys are the worst.
Yeah, it's the thing is too, Diz, the more I had thought about this is that, like, for you're trying to connect it to, like, it's connected in your blood. Like, this isn't full of exotic flavors. Like, this is a creamy, cheesy dish. It is very American in essence. Like, it's not like an exotic dish.
Okay.
I don't think you get to claim it as like an exotic dish. And probably when you talk about flavor, it's probably on the lower end of the flavor scale.
It's more than baked potato. That's just...
Baked potato's so versatile, dude. You can put anything on that
but
bad
that's
boy.
the argument that I had with the mac and cheese. And he said, well, no, take all that out. No fixins.
So if we're going with a basic mac and cheese versus a basic loaded baked potato, you can give or take the bacon because we'll say that the mac and cheese doesn't have any. I'm still going baked potato every day.
Same.
Yeah.
You're just saying that to make him smile.
No, dude,
you don't
healthy
really
choice.
mean that. You
I
do
will eat
not
the
mean
skin.
that. You
Dude,
don't
I
mean
take
that.
kosher salt
You don't
and
mean that.
olive oil, and I'll eat the freaking whole thing, skin and all. I love a
don't mean
jacket.
that.
Dude, it's
you want to jump on with him, and you know it pisses me off. You're saying you know what you're
that
doing.
would be true normally.
You know
but
what you're doing.
I do love a jacket potato.
Well, and I will say, we disagree on enough things that I don't know that this is. That's the situation. I understand that you're feeling attacked and that you can't wrap your head around it, but you just have to understand that here in America, we appreciate our baked potatoes.
You're a young buck too. Like under 30, everybody's going to go with mac and cheese.
It is. It kind of became hip again. Too.
Yeah.
Like it was like, we got cool mac and cheese. Like mac and cheese is just noodles with cheese. Like the next you're going to tell me that like noodles with butter is better than.
I will 100% get the mac and cheese over just a potato with butter.
I'd love to look at the numbers of places that offer a baked potato and a place that offers.
There's not a lot because it's crap.
Not every place has mac and cheese. You're much more likely to find a place that has a baked potato over mac and cheese.
Yeah, go to a steakhouse and order your filet mignon with mac and cheese and see what happens.
I'll give you that.
This is fun, guys. Don't go anywhere. I know that if you're just joining us, you may not understand what is happening.
I don't.
We had a schedule change today. Senning Show is in for JP, so we've been here since 11, and Drew Garabo Live is taking over at 3 o'clock. Thank you, Diz, for everything today. We made it through 4 hours, no problem. Thank you to everybody who participated in the chat at the YouTube. You were all very, very kind today. That's a nice thing. And we'll be back live tomorrow at our regular time of 1 o'clock. But again, do not go anywhere because Drew Garabo Live is starting an hour earlier at 3 o'clock. But before we get out of here, we would love to tell you, we were just talking about them. Wind Derby right here in beautiful Pinellas County. This place, if you have not seen it in a few years, you've got to check it out. An institution in Pinellas where they've been making memories for decades upon decades. You want to experience table games in an intimate, cool setting? This is the spot to do it. $5 minimums at some of the tables, free cocktails while you play. They're going to even bring you around some appetizers and hors d'oeuvres every few hours.
And listen to the engaging discussion we just had about Uno. You could have that much fun playing a number of card games from War to Pai Gow to Texas Hold'em. And if you need a little guidance, you don't know if a straight beats a flush and a 3 of a kind, a full house and all that, that beautiful mural that John talks about is right there on the wall for you. Win yourself some money at the legendary Wind Derby.
And Wind Derby really wants to host your next event. Whatever you can create in your own mind, if it's a small little group from the office, do that. Play some table games, have a little buffet of food. You want to do a huge get-together out in the back in the greenery and envision this whole big shebang, they can do that as well. For all the information you're going to need on those and potential tournaments, check them out online at win-derby.com. Don't go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live is coming up next. I think I hiccuped and burped at the same time.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Summer is here, and it's time to take that weekend getaway to Vegas, or maybe book that Alaskan cruise. But maybe inflation has kicked you right in the wallet. Well, leave it to Mike Calta to cancel his new order of 14 refrigerators just to give you the Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. Listen for the keyword every Tuesday and Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get it and enter it in the free 102.5 The Bone app, and you could win $1,000. That's $1,000 that you can use towards a beach vacation, or to buy your own refrigerator, or to just buy a bunch of beer, stay home, and drink them. You know, like a staycation. It's the Mike Calta Summer Vacay Payday. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Are you ready to elevate your social game? This is John Senning here for Kava Social Club in downtown Bradenton, your go-to spot for fun and relaxation 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is not just any hangout. It's a community social club with incredible weekly events. On Wednesday, karaoke night, where you can unleash that inner rock star. On Thursday, test your knowledge with trivia night. Great questions, great prizes, and even better company. You need some relaxation? Well, treat yourself on any one of their many massage nights and let your stress just melt away. Showcase your talents at open mic night or strategize with fellow enthusiasts with the ever popular Sunday Chess Club. The night market is a must visit with local vendors, delicious food, and handcrafted goodies that are sure to make it a night to remember. Dive into the amazing events going on at Cavo Social Club today and visit them online at thecavosocialclub.com and on social media at Cavo Social Club. Cavo Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Boola, baby!
Hey, it's Adam from Counting Crows, and we were going to hire a typical out radio guy to tell you about the summer's Complete Suites tour, but I wanted to just invite you myself.
Guess I should.
Old songs, new songs. We'll be joined by our friends, the Gaslight Anthem. It's a summer butter miracle. Come and hang with us. Okay, your turn now.
This Sunday night, the Big Hair Sound. Tickets on sale now at thebighairsound.com. A Ruth Eckerd Hall experience.
This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory. Recently, the owner of a large mattress retailer was proudly sharing how over 65% of their queen mattress prices are $15.99 or higher. At the Original Mattress Factory, our focus is a little bit different. We build superior quality mattresses right here in town and do our best to save you as much money as possible. That's why at OMF, nearly 80% of our queen mattresses are lower than those prices others brag about. Stop in or check out originalmattress.com to learn more.
Summer is here, so if you are thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and you can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, and those costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
At Bernetti, PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. You can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Are you looking for quality fencing material but not sure where to start? Fence Outlet has everything from wood to aluminum, vinyl, and chain link. They even have fence-in-a-box starter packages that contain everything for the average backyard. Consult with a knowledgeable Fence Outlet representative and they'll help you get started today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
At Advent Health, we know your heart. Find nationally recognized heart care specialists at FloridaHeartExperts.com. That's FloridaHeartExperts.com.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
Have you been to the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino? New members of Unity by Hard Rock receive 50% off at the Fresh Harvest Buffet, plus receive a limited edition t-shirt and up to $200 on them. And at the Hard Rock, they match your tier. Show your premier tier card from select competitor casinos for an opportunity to match your tier with the equivalent Unity by Hard Rock tier. And there's always something happening. Wrangler giveaway, Harley Davidson drawing, and a $20,000 blackjack tournament on the July 30th. Stop by and win at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino.
This hour of Senning Show is brought to you by Hawkins Service Co. One call handles it all.
102.5 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
So great. Somebody came up with the brilliant idea to mess up the entire day of programming if JP takes a day off. They don't tell us about it. They keep the same imaging telling you that you're listening to John's Joints, but it's like, hey, knuckleheads, let's mess up your entire day. Instead of being on from 3 to 7, now I'm on from 3 to 7. And it's a huge inconvenience, let me tell you. Do you know what the difference is between going on at 3 o'clock and going on at 3 o'clock? It's immense. But in all seriousness, the message was received. Instead of hearing Drew Garabo from 3 to 7 today, you'll hear Drew Garabo from 3 to 7. Please adjust your schedules accordingly. Tomorrow, we'll be back to our normal schedule where you're hearing me from 3 until 7. But today, I apologize. You're going to hear me from 3 until 7.
Well, let me tell you why I'm pissed, Drew Garabo. Because I already turned in my timesheet because I was like, well, we'll be out next weekend and I may forget. They owe me an hour. You owe me an hour, John Brennan. Put another hour on that check, bitch. All right, I'm done.
What John will tell you is what I told you this morning is you don't have to come in at 3. You can come in at 4.
I know, but I don't want to be. I'm here with you, Drew.
Hell yeah, ride or die. Whoop, whoop.
I know about all that, but yes.
I heard John Senning, who you'd normally hear in this time slot, and that is the huge casualty of all this, is that you don't get to hear John Senning from 3 to 4 today. I heard him say earlier in the show when he and Dizzy kicked off today at 11 that we know a lot of you, probably 95% of people listening, are not going to the Bone Beach Bash, but we hope you'll understand that we're pretty excited about it because it's unprecedented. We've never done anything like this.
I don't think radio's done anything like this.
Nor should they.
I didn't say that.
But this weekend's going to be a lot of fun. The details are starting to fall into place. And we hope that even if you're not staying out at Sky Beach, which I heard a hot rumor that some rooms that they had on hold opened up.
Nice.
So if you wanted to stay out there and you found yourself high and dry when it came to booking a room, try again. You might be able to get one.
Can I say this, Drewbert?
Sure, Maurice.
My brother Eric, with his 32-foot boat, got a dock reserved for 2 days.
Oh, damn.
I'll be doing a hot 20 on the boat.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
All of you that are clamoring to hear me do stand-up, I'll be doing it on the boat. Hopefully you can get a ticket.
Oh, man. Moe's Aqua Speakeasy.
Well, there you go.
Invite only, where it's an intimate gathering on a boat where Mo will be doing the comedy that's been talked to. That's a great gig.
Hottest ticket on the Bone Bash.
Oh, damn. I heard a rumor that you're doing it at the same time Pitbull Toddler's playing. Is that true?
Well, you know, I didn't.
Just what I heard, Mo. I mean, I know I just found out about this 30 seconds ago, but the rumor mill, it churns fast. And that's what I heard. I heard that you're going to be going up against Pitbull Toddler.
See, now you're just stirring stuff up.
What I heard. That's what I heard. I mean, I said it, then I heard it, but I heard it. If you'd like to join us in conversation, please do so. You can watch us in addition to listening to us, should you see fit. We're on Bone TV. That is available on the 1025 The Bone Facebook page. You can check us out on YouTube now. There's a 1025 The Bone YouTube channel. A lot of people go in there and chat a lot about the station, about life in general, make fun of each other, bust some balls, etc. So go enjoy that, would you? I'm looking at us right now. And, yep, there are people in there all right. Currently 122 people watching the program on the YouTube right now. That's pretty cool. 800-771-1025 is the number. That's 800-771-1025. Well, thank you, Garrett Roberts. Drew is smooth on the mic, probably the best on this station. Well, thank you very much. I tend to be smooth on the mic. It's going to be a fun weekend, and this entire week will lead up to it, but we do have a lot to get to in the 4 o'clock hour. I'll go over my birthday dinner with my family and what happened to give my dad nightmares.
Uh-oh.
I know. My mom told me this morning, and I'm not.
Bad Alfredo?
No. No, it had nothing. Well, I can't say it had nothing to do with the food. It had nothing to do with the way the food was prepared at the restaurant.
Gotcha.
It is food related and probably relatable to people who have had it happen to themselves or someone else. I can say unequivocally it was the most terrified I have been in a long time.
Oh, it's that serious.
It is very serious.
Oh, okay.
And hopefully it'll be a bit of a cautionary tale for people like me out there who may not always take the time to chew as they should. That's a little tease. But before we get into that, I want to throw this news story out there because I found it quite interesting. I am a big fan of Amon-Ra St. Brown, an elite wide receiver in the game. I find him compelling. I find him very intelligent. And on that, I forget what show I was watching with him on it. It couldn't have been quarterbacks because he's not a quarterback. He's a wide receiver. But they did a piece on him and his family background. His mom is a white German lady. His dad is a former Mr. Olympic, I guess, and a former NFL player who is black. And his dad made some very interesting remarks, and I'm not sure if they land better coming from a black man or not, but I noticed some of you are calling in already. So
can I say something?
Yeah.
Everything lands better coming from a black man.
You're not wrong. Hello there. Who are you?
Hi, my name is Rosa. I just want to say hi from Gainesville.
Oh, hey, Rosa. What's going on up there in Gainesville, Florida?
Well, right now it's summer, but as soon as they're starting to come back...
Whoa. Pump the brakes. Are you telling me that in Gainesville, Florida, they experience the same seasons that we do all the way down here in Tampa, Florida? That's impossible.
Well, listen. It is actually better that college students are not here for the summer, for the more local people. But now that it's coming back to season, we got to start dropping back in.
So wait, I'm sorry. I'm just still hung up on the fact that you think that the seasons are the same up there in Gainesville as they are down here in Tampa. They're not. We got my buddy Frank and I golfed yesterday at TPC Tampa Bay, who desperately needs to do something about the pace of play. If they are charging that much money for golf, a front nine should never take 3 hours.
Don't get into a scuffle. You saw what happened a week ago.
Look, that is how those scuffles happen. People waiting to tee off behind two other groups. Something is wrong, and around 9 holes of golf should never take 3 hours. Y'all need to fix that S real quick. That said, we got paired up with some Argentinians, two of them, a brother and a sister. Brother 17, sister 18.
Nice.
Two of the top youth golfers in Argentina. And I discovered something I probably knew but forgot. It is winter in Argentina right now. Just a couple thousand miles south of us, right down there, it is actually winter in Argentina. So, my dear Rosa, clearly misinformed. It is also winter here in Tampa Bay, Florida. I know outside today I was enjoying a very brisk 92 degrees this morning.
Crisp.
Up in Gainesville, though, you know, it is summer, is what you're telling me, a different season than it is in Tampa Bay right now, Rosa.
Yeah, well, because the winds are shifting, and then now since hurricane season is coming, it's getting a little chilly. Some static may be going around, hairs flying up everywhere. So seasons are definitely changing, different from Gainesville and Tampa.
The future is
for
doomed.
Sure.
The future is definitely doomed. What is your major up there at the
meteorology?
University of Florida? It can't be meteorology or weather.
Well, actually, that's very interesting. I would like to do middle school science. That's what I'm going in for, education.
Middle school science. What was our science? We had 10th grade biology, I believe, 11th grade chemistry, but that was high school. What is middle school science, Rosa?
So middle school science would technically be, depending on the school you go to and the school board, sorry. We would have either generalized biology and chemistry and physics throughout the year. But high school is more in-depth, so depending on the course, you would either take more generalized or more in-depth information.
All right, let's then, I've just Googled free middle school life science practice tests. And if you don't mind, I'd just like to ask you a few questions. I'll let you even select the category, understanding food chains and food webs, meiosis and mitosis.
Oh.
Because when I put on my socks, mitosis up against the cotton. Or describe the flow of matter in the carbon cycle practice test. Which do you consider to be your area of expertise, young lady?
Neither.
I think anything she teaches should be taught in the middle of schools and not actually in the classrooms.
Right.
She
Like,
should be
yeah.
just giving out free.
Right. Like maybe not middle school science, but science in the middle of the school. Like instead of a classroom, it's like kind of your own freelance. I tell
A
you what.
vagabond substitute, if you will.
Oh, I love that. Rosa, vagabond substitute. Rosa, what is the primary oxygen-carrying protein found in red blood cells?
Hemoglobin.
Is correct.
All right.
Yeah, there you
All right,
go. Thank you.
All right. Hold on. We've opened the door. We've
have.
not allowed her in.
No.
But we've opened the door and we're looking at her.
That's
now.
right. We are not ready to kick you out of school yet, but the possibility does exist. And question number 2 for you, young lady. What organelle functions to isolate a human cell's chromosomes from the cytoplasm?
Oh, that's a good question.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is it mitochondria?
It's not. It's the artist of this fantastic jam that we spoke of on Friday, Nucleus. Jam on it.
And that door just closed, Drew.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem. One final question to determine whether or not we'll allow you to teach. What physical state of matter is intermediate between a solid and gas?
Liquid.
We got ourselves a teacher here.
Oh, you threw her a softball.
I did. I want her to feel good about the phone call.
Yeah, all right.
And you're awesome. Thank you so much, Rosa.
Of course. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Good luck to you. By the way, how do you know about our program up there in Gainesville? Did you accidentally stumble upon us?
No. So right now I'm on my way back from Tampa to Gainesville, from Tampa. And I just heard you guys on the radio, and I was like, let me give them a.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I love that young people are still listening to the radio. Thank you so much, young lady. Appreciate it. Good luck to you.
Good luck.
Thank you. Yes, well. Bye.
Young people are listening to the radio again. We took an Uber on Saturday night in Orlando, and the dude was playing Charlemagne the God's show, The Breakfast Club. I'd never heard it.
Yeah.
I see clips every once in a while.
Right.
He gets some good interviews, and sometimes they get a little punchy. But he's, I don't know a non-insulting way to say this, but Charlemagne he's got kind of a morning zoo. Like it was what was the topic they were doing a phoner, because I didn't know anything about his show. I just know Charlemagne the God. He's an entrepreneur. He gets his beak wet in a bunch of different ways, and I'd never really listened to the radio show before, but it was a total. And again, I hate saying this because it is somewhat insulting. Like, the typical morning zoo, not like a morning show like the Mike Calta show where it's a bunch of people talking, and they play Sporkle and they have Galvin's News and Galvin's Open Letter, but it's not like a waka waka meh, meh, morning zoo.
No, that's Johnny B.
Okay.
That's the after show.
Oh boy. All right then. Okay.
Anytime you mention Waka Waka, he's got that trademarked.
So they were doing a phoner. Worst place to take a first date, and they were taking calls, and it was just like this wacky hey, you take a girl to Red Lobster for the first date, man, there ain't gonna be no second. It was so interesting.
It's certainly a permutation of a morning zoo format. I mean, a modern day, if you will.
But I mean, it could have been cut from like 1970, worst place to take a first date, Applebee's. All right, man. The sound effects and everything. And, I was rather fascinated by it. Okay, so back to Amon-Ra St. Brown's dad.
Thank you.
Because this is
did she ever even give the purpose of her call?
Yeah. She wanted
to say hi.
She wanted to know that if Gainesville was on the same weather system as Tampa Bay.
Oh, okay.
The father of NFL stars Amon-Ra and Equimanius St. Brown, what a great name, has sparked controversy after telling his sons to stop sleeping with white women in order to breed better athletes. John Brown, a former bodybuilder, is the dad of 3 Division I athletes. So, I mean, he's got the experience to speak on it. And he claims he is regularly asked how he managed to produce such talented athletes. In a resurfaced clip from last summer that's gone viral this week, Brown tells his son, quote, "I believe in breeding. Look at you, good athlete. I'm black. Mom is white. I've done stepped on it once," meaning that the bloodline is slightly less pure. He uses terminology akin to cocaine distribution, in that you step on the cocaine with like a baby laxative or a baby powder or something to dilute the product and maximize profits. I done stepped on it once. You can't keep stepping on it because you're going to mess it up. You're going to weaken it. To that, Lions receiver Amon-Ra asks, "You can't keep cutting it?" To which John replies, "Can't keep cutting it. You in Brooklyn," Brooklyn Adams is Amon-Ra St. Brown's fiance, "because Brooklyn's half and half, you've got a chance. You've got to be careful. You've got to think about that. I'm black. I've got the black gold running through my veins. I'm excited and just going to find the right person to mate with." 800-771-1025.
So now, let me preface it by saying this. He's not wrong with the cocaine theory.
Can't keep stepping on it?
Can't keep stepping on it.
Got to keep the black gold pure?
Well, I'm just saying, if you're going to cut it right. If you don't have to cut it, don't cut it at all. Breaking Bad. What I would say to you is he of the belief that his bloodline hasn't been stepped on? He was the descendant of that one slave.
Just that one.
that one slave woman that wasn't exploited and raped and homogenized.
He got the best black gold DNA, Mo.
Everybody from his past, starting with the first person that came over, they were never messed with.
Nope, not stepped on.
Interesting.
It is. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, what's up? It's Frank.
Hey, Frank. How you doing today, man?
You know, just another Monday. Happy to live in Florida, though, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
No, I just wanted to comment on Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Sure.
I saw this video. So I have 2 comments. One, if his dad had been white, I think a lot of people would have been upset by the statement made. Like, if it was just a reverse race statement, I feel like a lot of people would have been upset.
So, that's kind of what Jimmy the Greek got canceled for, was saying, well, pretty much what John Brown said, which is that the black man is bred to be a stronger physical presence than the white man.
I mean, dude, I'm not debating it. They black people seem to smoke white people and every other race in sports, but you know, aside from that, if a white guy was to say that, like, white people should just stick to breeding with white people, like, the America of today would just freak out. Their heads would implode, I think.
Well, I think the America of the 1970s would also freak out. The 80s would freak out. Like let's say Itzhak Perlman, trained classical composer, maybe pianist, spoke up and said, if you would like to keep the bloodline clean, you want to breed Eastern Europeans with fellow Eastern Europeans. Anytime you say something like that, it does smack of, what's it called, eugenics, where you are trying to build a master race of some sort. It's kind of yucky.
It's weird. And then how about this? So, like, in the same hand, why do you think he even needed to make that comment? I don't know if you've seen, have you ever noticed, like, okay, it happens a lot during Christmas time, and it's just something that I noticed, but like all of the team wives in football will like get together and have parties, and they'll like post a picture.
Wives and girlfriends, wags.
You know, yeah. Well, and a lot of times, man, it seems that the star black athletes, I mean, they're all white women. It seems like they're all choosing white women. So, like, why is it that the black guys who make it like so far in life that they don't want to stay in their own race? They want to, you know.
Took a kind of a gross turn. Stay in their own race. I mean, I don't know about using terms like all. I don't know about using terms like stay in their own race. Here's Mr. John Brown in his own words.
What's the question that they ask you most about how you got 3 kids to go D1 and 2 in the NFL?
They want to know, in general, how I did it. I believe in breeding. Look at you. Good athlete. I'm black, mom's white. Now, I don't step on it once. You can't keep stepping on it because you're going to mess it up. You're going to weaken it.
You can't keep cutting it?
Can't keep cutting it. No. No, you in Brooklyn, because Brooklyn's half. You got a chance.
If I cut it one more time, it's over?
You can't keep cutting it. You got to be careful. You can't keep cutting it. You got to think about that. You know what I mean? No.
I like how he's dead ass.
If I'm black, I got the black gold running through my veins. Oh, I'm excited. I'm just going to find the right person to mate with. Right? And if I'm white, I'm saying, let me get one of these brothers around here. If you want to have athletes. If you don't want to have athletes, then just go ahead and just spread your seed wherever.
So why'd you cut it once? What else? Because he could.
I know I can cut it once.
Because he's gold.
I got that black gold in me. And Mama got that big chin and big toes. I said, look, ain't nothing wrong with big toe woman.
Big chin. Who says a big chin?
You got to think of this stuff. Some guys don't think of it until later. They go, like I'm standing at Pop Warner. You wouldn't know it. You on the field, and one of you guys on the field playing. And I was talking to a guy, told him this story. He goes, you were thinking about that, John? I go, yeah, you weren't? He goes, hell no. Like, man, he's little, the wife is little, kids are little, everybody's little.
It's over?
Little.
It's just odd because he mated with a white woman, and he's saying that his black gold is so pure that he's okay. He created 3 D1 athletes, 2 of whom made it to the NFL, one of whom is elite at his position in the NFL. But he was able to do it with a white woman because he's got that black gold running through his veins.
He's got a blacker than black running through him.
He does.
And a degree in genealogy.
Right. This is, it's insane to me that he would say something like that. And, again, I think what our caller was trying to say was there is a tremendous double standard in that if a white dude said, if you want doctors or lawyers or concert pianists or writers or whatever profession, then stick to mating with your own race. It's kind of gross.
Yeah. I disagree with the caller on that. If a white person said that would be controversial in this day and age, because every black person in every high position right now is there because of DEI. Make no mistake. That's the same friggin' conversation. And nobody says a word.
Mo might not be wrong there. 800-771-1025 is the number. Good afternoon. It's Drew Garabo Live. How may we help you today?
Hi, yeah, I just wanted to make a comment on the talk you guys are doing.
Yeah, what's your name?
My name's Matt.
What's up, Matt?
Yeah, first time caller, long time listener.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm doing pretty good. Just ride home right now.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, with John Brown, it's like I guess I get what he's saying, but also too, you got plenty of good white athletes. Look at the Watt brothers, all 3 of them. They all made it to the NFL.
Which brothers?
The Watt brothers, TJ, JJ,
Watt brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't remember the third one, but he played fullback. He made it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like hey, and I actually got a funny story about race and whatnot. If you guys if you guys got 2 minutes, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so like me, I'm black. And just growing up, family always said, oh, we got Indian in us. People ask me because I got nice hair and stuff. People are like, oh, what do you mix? Or what do you mix with? I'm like, well, Indian apparently. So found out if you do like that, if you like 25% Indian or whatnot, it's like you can get like, the kickbacks and stuff. So I'm like, you know what? Shoot, let me do that ancestry thing.
Sure. See
what we got. And so do the ancestry and just take a guess how much Indian.
I'm going to go 2%.
0.
Man.
Absolutely done. So
You've been lied to. I'm the same way. Like I wonder what I am. Like I've always been told mom's Jewish, dad's Italian, but I bet if I did one of these damn ancestry tests, hey, I'm probably Dutch or something.
Don't do it. It's a trap, Drew.
Right.
It's a trap.
They're going to frame me from some murder somewhere. Thanks, dude.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, man. Call again. Appreciate that. I mean, not right away, but at some point in time. 800-771-1025. All right, let's come back, and I'd like to get your take on what John and Dizzy were debating. It is National Mac and Cheese Day, and I agree with John in that it is extremely overrated. I think a baked potato is a way more palatable side, but I'm going to throw something out there related to macaroni and cheese that I'm somewhat chagrined that I have not brought it to your attention earlier. It involves, if you're an expectant mother, a surefire way, if you are past your due date, to make sure that you can commence with the delivery. And it relates to mac and cheese, believe it or not. Next.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week, it's the Challenge Round 4 at the Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 400 in Dover. Race starts at 2 p.m. right here on The Bone.
Race days Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram. #1 in the country. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Expect delays in St. Pete from an accident along northbound I-275 at 22nd Avenue North. It's off on the shoulder, but it's causing delays back to I-175 downtown. We have an accident westbound along Roosevelt by the St. Pete Clearwater Airport. Earlier Hillsborough problems are now pretty much out of the way, but if you're heading north into Pasco, be aware that US 41 or Land Lakes Boulevard is currently closed from a right between Hale Boulevard and the Aaron Cutoff. This is Jim with traffic.
Brought to you by Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% off roof replacements and monthly payments as low as $170 based on a $15,000 roof value. Storm season is here. Check them out at universalroof.com.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAWFRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
Imagine clutching your chest, gasping for air. A heart attack strikes without warning. Your loved ones panic, powerless to help. Your life changes forever or ends in a single terrifying moment. Mike Calta here for Lifeguard Imaging. That's why I've been telling you for years, get scanned. Heart disease claims millions of lives annually, often with no symptoms. Don't let that be your story. You could feel fine today while deadly plaque builds in your arteries or cancer silently grows inside you. And by the time you notice, it may be too late. It doesn't have to end this way. Lifeguard Imaging's high-accuracy CT scans detect heart disease and hundreds of forms of cancer, often before symptoms ever appear, giving you the chance to take action and do something about it. A 5-minute scan can mean the difference between life and death, between years with your family or a preventable tragedy. Don't wait for symptoms or pain. Take control before it's too late and take the guesswork out of your health. Right now, when you join Lifeguard Imaging's Legacy program, you'll get a second membership for 50% off. Give it to your spouse, your sibling, your best friend, or someone you just want to protect. Trust me, the peace of mind is priceless. Visit lifeguardimaging.com today. The scariest thing you can do is nothing at all. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
Jersey College is a nursing school where faculty know how to give you the resources and support you need with encouragement and real connection.
Hi, my name is Ebony and I'm a graduate of Jersey College. I felt like Jersey College truly cared about me. This experience was a life changer for me. It's a great feeling. You have to try. Don't doubt yourself. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
How can you and your family bowl for only $2 per game per person for up to 5 players? Simple. The Pin Chasers Family Pass. It's only $18.99 plus tax per adult, and it gives you $2 bowling for the whole family. Download the Pin Chasers Extra app. Go to pinchasers.net to reserve your lane and check out nightly specials.
Bowling, food, and fun at Pin Chasers.
You worked hard for your 401k, but if you've left your job, your money might be sitting in the wrong hands. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and it's very possible that the 401k that you have had for years has hidden fees and limited investment choices. But if you're no longer with the company, that 401k may be at the mercy of your former employer. All of these things could be costing you thousands. Rolling over your 401k into an IRA can provide better investment options that align with your long-term goals. At Trajan Wealth, we're fiduciary advisors that are held to a higher standard with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Don't let your retirement dollars sit in an old plan, and don't roll it over to your new plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services are offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Save up to 20% off roof replacements and monthly payments as low as $170 based on a $15,000 roof value. Go to universalroof.com for Universal Roof and Contracting and a free roof inspection.
If you are 50 or older, it is recommended that you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. If you're an adult 19 to 49 with certain underlying medical conditions like asthma, diabetes, chronic heart disease, or COPD, vaccination is also recommended. Talk to your doctor about vaccination today and learn more at lung.org/protectyourself. Furnished by the American Lung Association in collaboration with Pfizer.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
1025 The Bone and Stella Artois are on a mission to find the best wings in the Bay. Vote at OCC Roadhouse, Drunken Clam, and Sunshine City. Scan the QR code. Vote, and you can win Stella swag, beer, bragging rights. You decide. Go to thebestwingsinthebay.com for details.
When it really matters, choose Farrah & Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Do rain or bugs have your car looking dirty? Well, Bubble Down Car Wash has you covered. They offer longer wash tunnels, powerful vacuums, and the friendliest staff. Check out BubbleDown.com to find a Bubble Down Car Wash location near you.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Unsettled weather next couple of days as low pressure moves across the state. Showers and storms ending tonight. Lows about 77, lots of clouds, numerous showers and storms on Tuesday with a high about 88.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
Not the Senning Show. Sorry about that. Senning Show was 11 to 3 today. Tomorrow, Senning Show 1 to 4. Our boss, John Brennan, was just in Ms. JoJo's office with our other boss, Jason Meter, who is also John Brennan's boss. And very often, Mr. Brennan and I share musical opinions on stuff. And he asked if I knew the song that they are playing currently on Magic 94.9, another radio station we have here, called Undressed. It is by Somber. Do you know them?
I am currently, Drew, I swear to God, I had to Shazam a song because I was listening. I don't know where I was listening to Back to Friends by Somber.
Oh.
And it's a song that details him talking about how they can never go back to friends after sharing a night together.
Yeah.
And it is beautiful.
Oh. That's quite the interesting coincidence, if you will.
Yeah.
So, I hear what Brennan is talking about. Does this song sound like a song that we might know from the late 80s, early 90s? I see where I don't think it sounds that much like it, but I see where he's coming from.
It does sound like a song that was recent about you fit in like the holes in my sweater. I don't know who the band is, but it sounds similar to that. I'm trying to figure out who he said it sounds like an 80s band.
Not an 80s band, a performer from an 80s band who had a solo hit in the late 80s, early 90s. I'll play the other song for you. Kinda. Sorta.
I haven't figured the song out, though. I think I know. The Crying Game.
Yeah.
Boy George?
You know, for a straight dude, John Brennan, very trans-friendly.
Oh, yeah, this opens up a whole different conversation on John Brennan that he would reference. Who remembers this friggin' song?
Yeah, why was that on his mind?
Yeah, right?
I mean...
He's crying at night.
I guess.
There's no connection whatsoever between this and that other song.
Right here.
One day soon I'm gonna tell the moon about the crying. Saying to me what you're saying to me, but the glimmer in your eyes is telling me other things. I don't wanna get undressed for a new person all over again.
Drewbert,
Yeah,
if
Mo.
you'll indulge me,
I will.
Pull up Sweater Weather by The Neighborhood. That is a much more apt comparative. This is John Brennan clearly trying to cry out for help.
Songs you've never heard before, right here on 102.5 The Bone.
I want the world in my hands. I hate the beat.
Which one does this sound like?
It sounds like the new
Crying
one.
Game or the
no,
newer
no,
one?
nothing sounds like the Crying Game except John Brennan's desperate cry for help.
Let's have an adventure. Head in the clouds, but my gravity center.
Watch when he gets to the chorus, the whole of my sweater.
And I'll touch yours.
It's coming right here. Here it comes.
All right.
That's the song.
Everybody's crazy. Hello, welcome to Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Now you crazy too.
Drew, how you doing today?
Hey, what's up, man? What's your name?
Hey, I'm Steve.
Hey, Steve. Nice speaking with you. What's going on?
It also sounds like the song "Somebody I Used to Know."
That
in the 2000s.
That I can see. The Gautier song that somebody I used to know.
All of these songs are in the same wheelhouse, with the exception of the Crying Game.
Right. Crying Game does not belong in the convo, but the other two songs have that. There's only a finite amount of musical notes. I mean, eventually everything's going to rip everything else off.
But these three or so bands, they're all, again, in the same genre.
Yeah. But thank you, my man. Appreciate the call, Steve. Have a great day.
Ooh, can I say one more thing?
No, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so your cocktail thing, I thought about it, and the monkey thing, my cocktail. Should have been your cocktail.
No, it shouldn't have been, and I regret letting you say one more thing.
Oh, come on.
No, it's on me. I should have.
They would know.
I should have. No, they know what you're talking about. It's just stupid. But listen, thank you. It's my fault for letting you say one more thing when my gut was telling me that your one more thing was going to be hot garbage. That's on
man.
That's on
Thanks,
me.
guys.
That's on me, not you. I'm sorry that I did that to you. My bad. 800-771-1025.
Loser.
It's actually a pretty good idea. I'm not going to lie. I just wanted to be a little contrarian for a moment, but macaque-tail. You just said it. You said it differently, but the macaque. Like 99 Bananas, if they still make that liqueur.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
99,
I've only seen it in the small bottles, though.
99 Bananas, a little Brass Monkey for the Beastie Boys, if that's still a thing, and you got yourself a macaque tail. But it's a little late. They didn't even respond to my email after our show on Friday when I got some great suggestions. Hello, who are you?
Hey, it's Matt from Englewood. How's it going?
Englewood. It's currently, by the way, 3:44 in Englewood, just so you know. What's up?
You bet it is. 5 years after my sister's 21st birthday, I drank about 3 shooters of 99 Bananas and a whole thing of Goldschlager, and I threw up blood. When you were playing that music earlier, it sounded like you were trying to play Erasure Always. That one's a really good one.
Thank you. 800-771-1025. Today's mac and cheese day. And look, mac and cheese has its place. With barbecue, there are a few better sides than mac and cheese. You can rate a barbecue place on how good their macaroni and cheese is. If it's got the little crumbly stuff on top, if it's the big fat elbow noodles, right? If it's not a fake artificial orange glow, these are good signs. But other than as a side at a barbecue joint, and if you add lobster to it, you can serve it at an expensive steakhouse. Who eats mac and cheese as a grown-up?
Lobster mac and cheese. That's
so good.
That's a game changer.
Oh, dude. A lobster mac and cheese with big chunks of Maine lobster.
Yes.
So damn good. And I'm embarrassed to say that I got caught up in the Velveeta and Shells game back in the late 80s when I first moved out, where instead of making the sauce yourself with butter or margarine and that disgusting powder that the folks at Kraft put in there and a little bit of milk.
Kraft mac and cheese,
Yeah. I would get the Shells and Velveeta, where you just had to boil the water, put the shells in, and then cut open whatever that Velveeta is. It's a, what is it? It's a non-dairy cheese substitute product.
It's not cheese.
It's not cheese.
I'll tell you that.
How the hell do they make Velveeta? I don't think it even has dairy in it, right? Like, it's so disgusting, but it was just so easy because when I first moved out, I wasn't into cooking for myself.
Right.
So you just boil the water, you cut open that nasty, disgusting, vile Velveeta.
Yeah. But if you're doing a comparative, as an adult, Velveeta mac and cheese is far superior to Kraft mac and cheese.
True. Velveeta is a brand name for a pasteurized, prepared cheese product.
Yeah, there you go.
Not technically a cheese, according to the FDA. It's known for its smooth, velvety texture when melted, hence the name, I guess, velvet. Velveeta was originally created by, this is freaking gross. I almost said the F word. Velveeta was originally created by repurposing cheese scraps and byproducts. But today it's made with ingredients like whey protein concentrate, milk protein, and various additives.
Velveeta is a classic example, Drew, of when you step on the cheese too much.
That is exact. Velveeta is to cheese as interracial relationships are to NFL wide receivers. What an analogy we just made.
You're not getting to the big game with Velveeta.
Thank God we made these observations on Senning Show and not Drew Garabo Live, because all the controversy will fall on his shoulders. So I'm going to give you, I would like to carry on a tradition that was started by my mentor, Jim Phillips. He did afternoon drive time radio, this very time slot in Orlando for decades. And for better or for worse, I learned so much about radio and about being a man from Jim Phillips. And by man, I mean a gentleman. And, he's just a hell of a guy. Got me into shotgun shooting at clay pigeons, various pursuits, taught me the finer points of being a gentleman, one of my heroes. And he had for years on his show, even decades, a surefire recipe for you expectant mothers out there. I can imagine it's quite stressful when you have a due date and then you are past that due date and the baby ain't shaken loose. I can't imagine what that feels like, but I do suspect that it brings quite a bit of trauma and uneasiness and perhaps even a little angst and anxiety to the expectant mother. So here's what you do. According to Jim Phillips, and I'm not trying to pass this off as my own, Jim's been retired for the better part of 10 years now, so there's no one on the radio helping expectant mothers. If you are an overdue mom out there, heed these words. You have your baby daddy, if available, prepare the macaroni and cheese for you, the Kraft macaroni and cheese, not the crappy Velveeta, but the old school Kraft macaroni and cheese. You have him prepare it, boil the noodles, mix the sauce, etc., and then the expectant mother is to add as little or as much A1 steak sauce as possible. Mix it up. Eat as much or as little as you like, and pack your bags because you're headed to the hospital to give birth. I can't speak to the science of it. My evidence is only anecdotal, but through the years of being on Jim's show, and then before I was on a show, I was a listener to his show for years, women swear by it. So that is by far the best use for macaroni and cheese that I could possibly imagine. That is the surefire birth recipe from Jim Phillips, my mentor, which I would like to continue to this day. And I know Jim's nephew listens to the show and lives on this side of the state, his brother's kid, I believe. And I met him, real nice guy. So please, expectant moms, if you need that recipe, you can call, you can drop an email anytime, and we'll help you give birth. Did you ever add tuna to macaroni and cheese?
That's called tuna tarragon, right?
I don't know. I always just called it tuna mac.
That was one of my favorite things at Sweet Tomatoes. I guess it was okay. It was elbow macaroni,
right?
It wasn't mac and cheese. No, I've never added tuna to mac and cheese. No,
I would do that again when I first moved out and I was somewhat on a budget. It was a very cheap meal and it was a way to get some protein as well as carbohydrates. And I would eat the hell out of a can of tuna. You got to strain the water or oil out of there. And then just dump it on top of your mac and cheese and eat that. Sounds gross.
To me, those are both side dishes, though.
Yes.
I think I might be, although I eat it infrequently now because of the carbs, but I might be a bigger mac and cheese fan than you.
I would assume so.
I think if you're talking, say you get Publix fried chicken and you're going to get sides. Yeah, you got to get that. Well, actually, no, I'm a sweet potato. I get that Southern style sweet potato. But a good creamy mac and cheese, I'm a fan of. I think you're going to, whatever. KFC, I think, has a fantastic.
They have a good mac and cheese.
They have a good mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And then, as we said before, if you add lobster to it, it's fantastic. Longhorns, great mac and cheese. I'm not but I can do without it. Like, I don't make it for myself at home like I used to when I was a lot younger. I've kind of
outgrown it?
Yeah, outgrown it, yes.
Good. The all-time worst mac and cheese in any restaurant, by far, and it's not even close, Boston Market. They serve that spiral with cheddar sauce on it. The spiral noodles, they do not hold that sauce. So you end up with barely sauced noodles.
You're right.
The most inept, anemic, flaccid macaroni and cheese side that you will find at any restaurant. And a baked potato blows mac and cheese away. Hello, who are you? I love a baked potato.
Hey, this is Joe.
Hi, Joe. What's up?
Hey, all this potato and macaroni cheese talk is John should have at the bash John's first ever macaroni and cheese baked potato. It's got to be there now. It's called for.
It's not, but thank you. I don't know how you would do that. Too many carbs.
Way too many carbs. Mac and cheese doesn't need a baked potato, and a baked potato doesn't need mac and cheese.
No, never the twain shall meet.
You want to do a baked potato right? You want to load it with salt and pepper, cheese, chives, and then you want to put some sour cream right on the top. Oh, wait, copious amounts of butter, then a dollop of sour cream.
That's right. Take that potentially healthy side and just turn it into cardiac arrest.
Well, I'm sorry. In what universe is a baked potato potentially healthy?
Great question. If you eat the skin like I do, it is healthy. There are all kinds of vitamins, nutrients, and fiber.
What about everything in it wrapped around?
You shouldn't eat that stuff. Just eat the skin. Sometimes I'll just get a baked potato and just eat the damn skin and leave the potato. All right. We'll start Drew Garabo Live officially when we come back. How a near-death experience at a fine steakhouse led to nightmares for my dad. My mom texted me this morning, said, your dad was moaning in his sleep about what happened on Saturday. Oh, what do these idiots want? Stand by. Hello, who are you?
Kevin, Sarasota.
Hi, Kevin. What's up, buddy?
So as a fellow macaroni and cheese aficionado, I find it weird that, normally when you go out for, you can get a burger at home, but when you go to a restaurant, it's always better. But macaroni and cheese is the complete opposite. Like, it's very rare to beat a homemade Velveeta mac and cheese. You go out to a restaurant and try something else.
I got to disagree with you there. If you go to the right barbecue joint, which is the only place you should be eating mac and cheese, you get a damn good mac and cheese. And if you go to a steakhouse and get lobster mac and cheese, you're getting a damn good mac and cheese.
By the way, it should be mentioned in this conversation, Cracker Barrel, phenomenal mac and cheese. So much so they got it on the store shelves.
I don't think I've ever had Cracker Barrel mac and cheese
forget
before.
about it.
Really?
Yes.
I'm sure this shirt is not a legit Cracker Barrel shirt. I wish it was. But in our group DM with a bunch of Sarah's friends and myself, they posted this shirt over the weekend. It's the IQ test that they have at Cracker Barrel, and it says, I got pegged at Cracker Barrel.
Oh, a shirt like that has to be real.
I need that shirt. Hello, who are you?
Hey, Drew, it's Matt. How's it going, bro?
Que pasa, Matthew?
Hey, so I didn't get to weigh in on John's show earlier about the mac and cheese and the baked potato thing. I'm from Texas originally. Mac and cheese is mac and cheese, and you can get really, really great mac and cheese. The thing that I can't find out here, though, along John's topic, is what they call a chopped baker.
A what?
A loaded baked potato that you put chopped barbecue beef on, pulled pork, smoked turkey, whichever protein you want on top of your loaded baked potato.
Ooh, a chopped baker. I've never heard of such a thing, but it sounds magical.
Yes, sir. It is. They are great. Like I said, a lot of Texas establishments carry them.
Yeah, I'm looking, dude, and I don't see any in Florida, so we'll keep searching for a chopped baker.
Yeah.
Hello, who are you?
Hey, it's Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
How you doing?
What's up?
There's no argument if you have a place called Loaded, that baked potato place.
Yeah.
That makes everything superior to mac and cheese.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are mac and cheese restaurants too. Probably short-lived. Hello, who are you?
This is Dave.
Hi, Dave. What's up?
Hey, the smoked Gouda at Publix Deli. That's best mac and cheese.
I will tell you, sir, that is an elite level macaroni and cheese, but the noodles are all off. I think they use shells, right, for the Gouda, and they do hold the cheese better than the spiralini or whatever, but that is a fine, that white Gouda mac and cheese. Hello there, who are you?
Mike from Tampa.
Hi, Tampa. Mike, what's up?
I agree with your mac and cheese auditing, if you will. Best at the barbecue joint. What about Bob Evans?
Man, I haven't had it. I ate at Bob Evans once in my life, probably about 20 years ago on the worst thunderstorm I've ever driven through, and I had to stop from Tampa to Orlando. And there was a Bob Evans right off of 27, and we ate there. And I don't remember. I think I had pot roast or something like that. I don't remember their mac and cheese, but I imagine they've probably got a really good home-style mac and cheese there.
It's a solid go-to. They carry it in the grocery stores. They don't freeze it. It's just refrigerated, but it's out of the – you heat and eat, brother. It's pretty good, man. Love the show, brother. Have a great day.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Bob Evans made me think of, I saw on Facebook that there's a Duff's buffet still in Clearwater, and it was talking about how people are flocking from all around because kids now who came up through the COVID era saw the death of the buffet. They don't know Golden Corral anymore. They don't know Quincy's. They don't know Ponderosa, Sweet Tomatoes.
So there are no more buffets?
I mean, it's not that there are no more, but the buffet really took a hit.
Yeah,
during COVID.
You're right.
So Duff's in Clearwater has been drawing him in, and I think it's the same Duff's that we had in Orlando, except in Orlando they called it Duff's Smorgasbord. I always loved that word. I think it's got a couple of umlauts in there somewhere. Duff's Smorgasbord. And my sister and I would always do the Swedish Chef on our way there. Because Smorgasbord